Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another watch along here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Today we have the Colorado Avalanche and the Detroit Red Wings. I'm Griffin Youngs, joined by Christian Bolle. As always, we are the hosts of the Tell It Avs It Is podcast on the Hockey Podcast Network. Christian, how's it going today, my man?
It's going good, man. Just got out of work, ready to rock and roll. Hopefully watch a good hockey game.
Yep, hopefully a much better hockey game than the one we got on Monday for the Avalanche. A very weird game just from concept alone because it was at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 1 a.m. for me, and we got destroyed.
Oh, yeah, we got our asses kicked. It was bad, but yeah. I mean, it was the first time the Avs had done that in a while. They're going to lose every once in a while, and Boston played a perfect game, I would say. So, see how the Avs bounce back. No Nathan MacKinnon, which big deal, big deal with no Nathan MacKinnon. But we'll see how it goes tonight. Detroit's not a bad team.
Nope, not a bad team at all. They're the best non-playoff team in the Eastern Conference, which is a very weird sentence to say about them. Especially
they're
years.
They're going to be good in a couple of years. I really do think they're going to be good, but we'll have to see.
They're getting there. They'll be there eventually.
Yeah, eventually they'll get there. But I like Moritz Seider. I like Lucas Raymond. I've always liked Dylan Larkin. It's just they're a good young team. It doesn't look like Nedeljkovic is starting. It looks like we're going to get Thomas Greiss, who last time he faced the Avs, it did not go well for him. I think he gave up like 4 goals on 5 shots or something like that.
Yeah, it was not a pretty game for Thomas Greiss. For the Avalanche, they have Pavel Francouz in net, and like Christian mentioned, no Nathan MacKinnon. But again, great to see you all again. Let's get to some of your comments here and some of your score predictions. We've got a 4-3 Avs win in OT. Jacob just saying no, love it. Front Row Productions, good to see you again. Jacob, as always, good to see you. And we got the Basketball Podcast Network, our sister network here at the Hockey Podcast Network. Go check out their stuff if you're into basketball. And yeah, we saw the new show on the network, the World Hockey Report, a great addition to our lineup here at the Hockey Podcast Network. Oh boy, it looks like my connection's.
You're good. You're good. You're back.
All right. It's telling me my connection's a little freaky right now. So hopefully that doesn't mean much. It's really windy here today, so I hope that doesn't knock anything out.
It's better than the cold we're facing in Colorado. It's like a balmy 5 degrees right now. It's lovely.
And it was 75 here today, and it's going to be the high tomorrow is 45.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, it just makes sense. It's normal here. It just happens all the time.
But yeah, make sure you check out the World Hockey Report, our brand new show. It was fantastic. I listened today. They had Julie Stewart-Binks on, which was great, but another new addition to the podcast.
Yeah, very excited to see what they can bring to the table for us. A great addition for us here at the Hockey Podcast Network. And speaking of, the Soda Pod saying poor Detroit going up against the Avalanche tonight. I mean, we'll see. I mean, Detroit historically, obviously, hasn't been great the last couple of years. And it's going to be interesting to see how the Avalanche bounce back tonight, if they do at all, if they see if this kind of slide they've taken over the last little bit, dip in performance since Vegas still takes effect, or if they can have a nice little bounce back tonight.
Yeah, it's the last game of a road trip. The Avs will return home on Friday. I have high hopes. They don't handle losing very well, so I think the Avs are gonna. I think the Avs are gonna get a dub today.
Yep, I agree. Back at a normal time, not at 11 a.m. anymore, which is very weird.
No more of these early morning starts.
Yeah, they struggled in both of those games, so hopefully getting back to at least a somewhat normal time will fix things.
Yeah, fingers crossed, but we'll see.
Fingers crossed, we'll see. Let's get back to some of these here. Yep, more THPN content coming your way. We got 3-1 Avs. Jacob saying, God is good, God is great, God is good. Love having Jacob in chat.
All right, let's go.
You never know what he's going to bring to the table, whether it's going to be 15 Red Bulls or anything else.
Yeah, you never know. We'll see. He's probably already 12 in.
Yeah, I think you might be underselling it.
I love it.
Thank you so much for joining us. Maddie, good to see you too, my friend. Thank you so much for joining us as you always do. Our main man, Jeremy, in the chat as well. Good to see you again, my friend. Always a pleasure to have you with us. Front Row Productions has my score prediction tonight. 4-3 Avalanche over the Red Wings. I agree with a 4-2 score. Yep, and thank you to everyone for supporting the World Hockey Report earlier, and thank you, as always, for supporting us tonight. And this would certainly be an amazing score, a 2-2 score. That would certainly be a first tie in since what, 2003? When did they stop doing those?
Oh, it was after the lockout.
Yes, what,
2005?
2006?
Yeah, 2005,
5,
2006.
6?
Yeah, I think so. That'd be cool. I miss ties.
I don't think that's ever been said.
Yeah, fair.
Let's see. Jacob, Avs suck. Boston is better than y'all, whatever you say. He's switching sides now because we beat Vegas. So
yeah, now he's switching all this
he's already
stuff.
lost that argument. Yep. It was friggin' warm today in the DMV, up to 75, and now it's cooled all the way down to 50. It's like 30-degree winds right now, and it's gonna be pretty cold tomorrow with the same wind because it just makes sense. You wear short sleeve and shorts one day, and then you got to bundle up like it's the dead of winter.
Well, it's better than the 5 degrees we're facing here, man.
At least it's consistent.
Fair.
You know what to expect.
Fair.
Yep, front row production, always with the right idea. If you guys like what we're doing here at the Hockey Podcast Network, just want to support the stream, clicking the like button, even just commenting and chat, anything you want us to talk about does a ton for the stream and for the network. If you like what we're doing, feel free to subscribe. We got more watch-alongs coming every single day. I believe we have Bob doing the Capitals and the Rangers tomorrow, unless I'm mistaken, which I don't think I am, but
we'll see. It's going to be a good time, man. We got a lot of good hockey coming up.
We do. Today's going to be a great day of hockey. It's almost a shame that we can only watch one at a time.
Well, unless you're me, and then
unless you're Christian and have 17 televisions.
Yeah, it's pretty great. My the fun I'm having right now is my usual ESPN Plus with my VPN is not working, so I am going to try and find a stream. So Griffin, you may have to commentate these first couple minutes of this game.
All right, then. So it's not only is Christian going to be behind, he's not going to be there at all.
Exactly, man. We're going to live the dream, but we'll make it work. I'll find one. Don't you worry.
We'll make it work. We're professionals, right? Everything will be fine.
We'll be good, man. I got faith in us.
Each is saying it's damn cold in Canada, even on Vancouver Island today. Below 0 Celsius. That sounds like a ton of fun.
Yeah, no, ugh.
Jeez. Just change my contact lenses. Now I can see again. Always good when you can see what's in front of you. In my experience, at least, it's always good to be able to see.
Yeah, that's my glasses are here to help with that. So
I for now have perfect 20/20 vision.
Must be nice.
For now, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if that goes the way of my hair in a couple of years.
That's how it works, man. They just don't like to. They don't like to help you out here.
No, they don't. Detroit will be great. Tampa 2.0 in 3 years. I mean, Tampa took a while too.
Yeah, they took a while, but they got good.
Yep. And speaking of Detroit, puck is down, and Detroit wins the opening faceoff. Game has even begun. We're already behind on comments.
Sounds about right for us.
Sounds about right. That's what we do. We get distracted. We talk about things. But regardless, game is underway. Colorado and Detroit. Darren Helms returned to Detroit for the first time in his career. He's getting the start tonight. Already stopping the puck. 6 seconds in. Front row productions having fried chicken. Always a great accoutrement to a hockey game. And take a guess on how many Red Bulls I've had. Hint, it's over 9, but under 20. I'm going to go 15.
I like 12.
I think that's a good one, too. See, tie or shootout. I mean, a tie, I don't know how they would pull that off. Be very entertaining. That shot from Devon Tays, gloved by Thomas Greiss. You have not had more than 9 Red Bulls today. Sadly, I have.
Jesus, man. How much money do you spend on Red Bull a week, Jacob?
We didn't even talk about. We've done 2 streams talking about your Red Bull habits, Jacob, and we haven't even talked about it. Like, where do you get that money from? Do you buy them in bulk?
He must.
Do you go to Costco and clean them out?
I don't know if you can. You?
I mean, what are they going to do? Stop you?
Yeah, it's true. That's
Drinking
true.
Enough Red Bull, who's going to stop you? Period.
Yeah, if he drinks enough, he just becomes super strong.
Yeah, he carries out the pallets by hand. Walks home with them.
Oh, that was a good chance.
Yeah, there's a good chance. Darren Helm circling this one behind the net. Would love to see him get on the board against his former team in his old city. That shot from Eric Johnson gets blocked. We'll catch up with the rest of these comments here. And all donations go right to these boys too. Just saying, little harmless self-promotion. If you guys are feeling super, super generous for whatever reason, want to help us pay our rent, we would very much appreciate it.
That'd be cool. I mean, I'm not going to complain. We're trying to get Griffin out here for a Stanley Cup playoff game. So,
yep. and it's not free.
It's not free, sadly.
Promise if I'm out there for the playoffs and there's a road game in between, there's
Yeah.
a chance and they score.
Landy, baby.
God buries one just a minute and 12 seconds in. We've even got little Miss Daisy getting excited about the goal here too. 1-0 for the Avalanche. A minute and 12 seconds in. The captain, Gabe Landeskog, after going quiet against Boston, gets on the board early here. Darren Helm sets it all up behind the net, working it back out to the point. Cale Makar dancing around everyone, gets it on net, blocked, and Landeskog scoops up the easy rebound. And Darren Helm will get a point in his first shift against his former team, or at least in Detroit, because he played them in Colorado already. Yeah. But regardless, Avalanche with a 1-0 lead. We're not even all caught up on comments yet.
Yeah, no, I mean, maybe Darren Helm's a top 6 forward. We've just been playing him wrong the whole year.
Yeah, maybe Detroit was doing that. Maybe Detroit was doing that wrong the entire time as well.
Yeah,
I mean, it's never too late to find out. You never know.
Yeah, but that's a much better start compared to what the Avs have been doing these past couple games. So we'll take it.
Yeah, much better, especially the Boston game where we were outshot 20-6 in the first period.
I think that's what it was. It was bad.
Yeah. And as a native of Colorado, currently living in Maryland, I'll take the dry cold over humid, wet, cold any day. Thank you, Jeremy. Yeah, I will take that anytime.
Is it dry, wet? Is it wet, cold? Is that even possible?
Kind of, yeah. It's usually pretty humid here. So it just rained for like 2 days straight, so it sucks right now.
Let's see. You can hear my dog going crazy with her toys right now. She saves up all the energy for just when I'm about to start live streams. It's great.
I can't hear anything. I don't know if it's coming through or not, but I can't hear it.
All right, good. We'll keep it that way. She's going to town on a rope right now.
Casey, so what are you doing?
Yeah,
we really want to get in this stream. The dogs have been just trying to invade this stream all day. She has bonked her head on the table.
Yeah, mine will do that eventually too.
Daisy, we just started. I'm gonna be here a while.
Yeah, we've got a long night. We got to settle it. Tell Daisy she's gotta get ready.
Yep, great start. So Jacob is bored, so he's watching the Montreal Buffalo game as well.
Oh my God, is that that's punishment?
Drinking 15 Red Bulls and watching Montreal Buffalo. Are you sure you're not in like Guantanamo Bay right now?
Yeah, like that's something you would put a prisoner through.
See, Isha's eye has been bad since 8, and like that just can't be true that you're spending $1,000 a week on Red Bull. I feel like that's not true, right? I hope
no, you can't do that. That seems impossible.
Yeah, he's their sales rep, or Jacob's mom buys them. I don't know which is worse, honestly, if he's buying them or if they're buying them.
That's possible. If his parents are buying them, shout out to his parents, because that's feeding an addiction.
Man, stepdad gives me $1,000 a week so I can buy Red Bull and a lot of candy every single week.
That's a lot. That's not a little. That's a lot of candy.
That's a lot. You put some of that money away, you'll be set by the time you're my age.
Yeah, you'll be golden, man.
Okay, you'll be just fine. All donations help Griffin go to the playoffs in Colorado. If you guys want an in-person live stream where I'm in Colorado doing one for the playoffs,
that'd be fun. You can come sit on my couch with me.
Yeah, like a normal podcast.
For people who know each other. Recording across the country.
Oh yeah.
So that'd be good.
All right, we're almost caught up on these, and then we can start paying attention to the game, and I can feel I can feel like a good host. Let's see. Michael Savage, the radio talk show's son, invented Red Bull and sold it last year to Pepsi for over $2 billion. And for Jacob, that's just a normal month in Red Bulls.
What's a bad month? It's got to be like $3,000.
Probably, yeah. See, I live in a rainforest, so it's bone-chilling cold. -5 is as bad or worse than 30 degrees Celsius from Isha in a dry cold, that is. Yep, I can certainly say. I much prefer like a dry cold.
See, my lips get way too chapped.
I'm a polar bear. I can take it.
I don't mind the cold. It's just trying to start your car up and doing all that stuff's not fun, especially after a long day of work. It's not enjoyable.
I can imagine. Great play from Val Nichushkin to keep this one zone. Colorado all over Detroit early on. They are very much bouncing back from this Boston game. They have got some good aggression going here early.
Ooh, good save, Frankie.
Good save. Frankie's back. It looks like you're ahead of me now, even though you didn't have the stream when we started.
I know. It's weird. I got my ESPN one working, so I'm not
all right, awesome.
I'm not going to do anything.
Now we're back on track.
Yeah,
Your Sports Whatever podcast. So good to see you again, my friend. It's nothing. 1K is nothing. Jacob, Oh, you're gonna learn a lot when you get older, man.
Yeah,
We
man,
love you.
that's a lot.
See, listening, walking in. I'm tripping on my words right now. If you can't tell, I'm a little tired. I'm listening, walking as I walk home in this cold, boys. Isha, we love you. Thank you so much for doing everything you do here at the network. And the main man, Jeremy, with $5 saying, let's get Griffin to the playoffs. Jeremy, we love you, buddy. You don't have to do any of that, but we appreciate
it.
We love you, buddy. Thank you so much. That genuinely means the world to us.
Yeah, because we're lucky. Griffin just has to get the plane ticket out here. I'll have the tickets. He's just got to get the plane ticket out here.
Yeah, I can bring like a tent and sleep outside the arena.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. That's a deal too.
I can find any of that.
Yeah.
But again, Jeremy, thank you so much. We appreciate that. You're the best.
Yeah, we got to talk about too all the people. It seems like a lot of the same people who were here for our stream of the gold medal match last week. Shout out to all those people.
Yeah, shout out to everyone who's there for our gold medal game stream, which is almost at 17,000 viewers right now as we're doing this one.
Crazy.
I imagine this one might do a little less, but
yeah, just a little.
17,000. Like, I don't like to think about that. It hurts my head to think about like 17,000 people watching me stumble over myself.
It hurts my head. Why I can't think about it, or else I'll get nervous.
Yeah, it'll just hurt my head. But the Avalanche going on the power play here for the first time tonight. I imagine now we should probably pay a little attention to the game. Thank you to all of our comments so far. I got too far behind early on, but we are 14:30 left in the first period. Avalanche on the first power play of the game, already up 1-0. Shots on goal 4-1. Finish up on some of these here. The humid cold gets to your bones. Dry cold in the single digits is better than 30 degrees in humidity. Yeah, it doesn't matter how many layers you're wearing. Second that wind starts blowing, that humid cold just goes right through your clothes. It's the worst.
That's fair. Oh, that hit.
Damn, Gagne, a backhander, shorthanded. That one just went wide of the goal. Not great puck possession here on the power play, but you'd certainly feel the absence of McKinnon a little bit.
Yeah, the drop pass doesn't hit the same.
You can definitely see it's a little harder to get that puck in the zone.
Yeah. Oh, working it around now.
Working this one all the way around to Mikko. And now back to the goal scorer, Gabe Landeskog for Mikko again at the point. Firing one from the point. That one will come loose to Comfer after being saved by Greiss. Greiss does not look on it so far. He makes that save from the point, immediately fell down.
I mean, that rebound was a juicy rebound. If Comfer was even a little bit there, he tucks that one in. But it's okay.
He should have, man.
He should have. Let's see. The puck goes around.
Right. Gets up around and out of the zone. Go all the way back down. We've got 45 seconds left on this power play to begin the game so far. Still top unit on the ice right now as Rantanen pulls his own McKinnon impression, carries that one all the way in, but he'll end up losing. That's where you miss McKinnon right there. Not a lot of teams can get away with that drop pass like they can with McKinnon.
I don't know what it is about it. It's so predictable. Everyone knows they're going to do it, and they still do it, and it actually works like a majority of the time.
He's just that good. That's what he does.
Sure. Yeah, this power play doesn't look like it's going to get anything, but
go all the way back down with 10 seconds left on the power play. Pretty much 2 shots on goal there. Could be better, could be worse, but we'll see where this one goes. Berkey has it. I've got a good feeling about Berkey tonight. I think he's going to pop one.
Yeah, other than that, you just got stripped from behind.
Well, he does that every game. So.
That's the Berkey experience right there.
That's the Berkey experience. So I feel like even if he has a bad game, he's still going to get one. He's overdue.
Well, he's auditioning for his team next year. I think he plays for I think he signs with the Red Wings this offseason.
Can we not do this right now? It's going to make me sad, and I'm live.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
He has someone who needs a goal. Logan O'Connor. He is good. He has been pretty quiet for the last little bit.
Yeah, he needs to be better. You can't have that happen, Ryan Murray. Oh, we lucked out there. Ryan Murray just got walked.
Right, Murray just got walked. A wraparound try from the Red Wings just went wide of the goal. Frankie did not get back in time either. That could have been a very easy goal.
Yeah, I mean, we lucked out that the Red Wings didn't handle the puck well there.
Yeah. All right, let's finish up on some of these comments here. But yeah, let's get me to Colorado for the playoffs. I would appreciate it. But again, you guys don't have to. Again, Jeremy, thank you so much for donating anything at all. We appreciate it so much.
All right, Red Wings coming back with a little bit of momentum on their shift. That was a good shift for the Red Wings after they kill that penalty.
Yeah, Jacob, the reason why we haven't said anything about your name is your name changes every single time we do a stream.
What's his name right now? I don't have the feed up.
It's Jacob Loves, THPN, and Jack Eichel and VGK.
Okay. That's fair. No more Mark Stone as daddy.
Well, Mark Stone's, he's going to come back game 1 of the playoffs, so he's riding the Eichel train now.
Fair. All right. Well, this period's flying by. I didn't realize we only had 11 minutes left already.
I know. That's what happens when I'm in a post-school haze and catching up on comments. Oh, man.
Scores around the league. We got 0-0 in Winnipeg and Dallas, and it looks like 0-0 in Tampa Bay and Toronto.
Yep, zeros across the board.
Tampa Bay and Edmonton.
Yep, zeros across the board everywhere but here because we are the only good team in the NHL.
That's what it seems like, man.
See,
that's what it seems like.
Each says, if I didn't already pay these guys, I'd donate too.
Thanks, Isha.
We appreciate the thought, man.
It's all that matters.
Technically donating to us by us doing this stream.
That would help too.
But yeah, Jeremy and his wife are going to be there in Colorado with us for the playoffs. Can't wait to see you there. We'll see if we can work something out. See if we can have like a little meetup somewhere.
Yeah, do like a meetup at a bar or something like that. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Or even just at the game in general.
That'd be a good time. Ooh,
we still got to work out all the details, but we're working on it.
Yeah, we'll get there. It seems so far away, and it's actually extremely close.
I know. It's because it's weird for me because it's the playoffs start like right at the end of my semester. So, and I just started like a couple weeks ago. So it seems like an eternity away, but
it's close, man.
In the scheme of things, I mean, in 2 months we'll be pretty much in like the last week of the season, I think.
Yeah, because we were talking on the pod. It was what, 9 weeks?
Yeah, we got 9 weeks. Might even be less now.
Yeah.
So
we're coming down to it.
So this one's on pace. Victor saying 9-0 shutout for the Avalanche. We'll keep that one in mind.
That'd be cool.
Hope you bet on that one.
Yeah, that'd be. I mean,
I'm sure you'll get a nice return on that if you win it.
Yeah, I don't even know if the odds would go that high. Speaking of odds, check out DraftKings. Use promo code THPN for exclusive deals and offers. We'd appreciate it if you guys could gamble some money responsibly.
Mm-hmm. Which Christian knows plenty about. So, any questions, hit up his DMs.
Yes, it's very responsible. I responsibly lose money very frequently.
Very responsibly. Front row, it'll be windy and cold tomorrow in the swamp, otherwise known as DC, as we call it locally. I just don't understand the weather here, and I gave up trying years ago.
Just wait till you come to Colorado, man. It's even more unpredictable.
Well, at least it's somewhat consistent.
Yeah. Debatable.
We'll see. I'll see for myself.
Let's go, JT. Ooh, I was
looking that one. Compher, he's got bumped up in the lineup tonight. He's looking like he's trying to make the most of it.
Yeah, before he gets traded for Claude Giroux.
Yep, Victor, we are watching on ESPN Plus tonight on Altitude Sports. And yeah, if we can figure out a way, like at some point in the second round, to have a little meetup in the playoffs, I'd absolutely love to do that.
That'd be a good time, man.
That would be an awesome time. I'd want to do that more than anything.
And if you keep donating, it'll be on Griffin and I.
Yeah.
We'll start up a fund.
For sure. All right, we're already almost halfway done this period. I feel like we literally just started still.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to complain. I'm all for a fast-moving game.
Yeah, me neither. I'm all for it.
I'm telling you, man, I think the Red Wings are going to be a really good team in a couple of years.
I agree. I mean,
so many of their
Sider is still so young. Raymond's only going to get better. And another thing we talked about right before we hopped on, they're still missing Jacob Vrana. Imagine
who was unreal after his trade.
Yeah, he scored 4 goals like 2 games after he got traded.
Another former Washington Capital great.
82-game season of him and Dylan Larkin together.
Yeah. Another former Washington Capital great that you guys let walk for basically nothing.
You mean Anthony Mantha?
Well, at least both of them haven't played.
Yeah, at least it's even right now. Mantha's good. I love Anthony Mantha, but it's been a rough trade for both sides recently. There's a good backhander from Brant. I thought that 9 was a 5 for a second. That's why I paused. I was like,
"Did you think it was Curtis McDermott?"
That's not Curtis McDermott. Is it? That's what I wanted to make sure first.
That'd be awesome.
That would be great to see Curtis McDermott start circling all the way around in the zone. He had a rough game against Boston, but
he's playing forward now. He's playing the position which he should be playing.
Right, which is what he should be doing anyway.
Yeah. Ooh, Jets just scored 1-0 on the Stars. That is a big game for playoff implications.
Absolutely.
Blake Wheeler.
See, Jeremy, I teach at UMD, so I'll be going right up at the end of the semester too. Seems like we got about the same plan right now. Once I'm done at UMBC, I will be heading up there probably around the same time. Still got to work out the details. It's kind of depends when they announce the playoff schedule, what it's going to look like.
Is UMD Maryland? What's that?
UMBC. UMD is Maryland.
No, the one that Jeremy's at.
Yeah, that's University of Maryland.
Okay. Do we like University of Maryland?
Yeah! And bearing it is Tyson Jost. He was due for another one as well. 2-0 Avalanche. They have been in full control of this one from puck drop. And Tyson Jost, hard to think of a guy more deserving of a goal, picks up another one. 2-0 for the good guys.
Shout out to my sister Devin. She loves Tyson Jost. She's probably losing her shit up in Greeley.
And that is some shoddy goaltending from Thomas right there. I mean, Logan O'Connor almost had that one himself. That one was blocked by Lindstrom in front, and Jost picks up the rebound. Thomas Greiss is nowhere in sight. 2-0 for the Avs.
Wow. This has been the best first period the Avs have played in a very, very long time.
I would certainly say. I mean, wow, Detroit has had nothing to do so far.
Well, and that's big for Frankie. Last time Frankie played, was it the Dallas game? Yeah, it was the Dallas game.
The Dallas one where we got shelled by Ottinger.
Yeah, and Frankie did not have his best game.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. My sister actually just texted me and she said, "See, we shouldn't get rid of Tyson Jost."
Who's saying we should get rid of Tyson Jost?
No one's saying it, but I like to mess with her a little bit and say he's probably gone.
I mean, it's a possibility, but we should.
It's a big possibility, but we'll see.
You can't really find many people on this team that work harder than Tyson Jost on every single shift. He picks up his 6th goal of the season, and with 7:45 to go in the first period, it's 2-0 for the Avalanche.
Yeah, 2-0, and it's been that was
boy.
That was a sneaky shot.
Sneaky shot just went wide of the goal. Went through Frankie and wide of the net. That one would have beat him clean if that was just a little inside. Now, it seemed like the Red Wings are kind of dead here. They kind of look like how we were looking on Monday.
Yeah, which is kind of weird because they haven't played in a minute.
I guess not. No, now that you mention it.
Like, they haven't played in a while, so this is kind of weird that they're coming out a little flat-footed. You would think that they would be jumping all over the Avs here, especially after what the Avs did to them. Great save, Frankie.
Great sequence from Frankie. As we say that, Red Wings got it on for the first time this period. And Vladimir Mesnikov, former and potentially future Avalanche as well. We'll see what happens after the trade deadline. Gets shut down twice there.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about how Frankie needed a bounce back. That was a big save.
Yeah, he's had a nice little start to this one. Only he's had to face like 3 shots so far to this point.
Only 3, but it's been. I mean, that's credit to the Avs defense, which was struggled Monday against the Boston Bruins, who were without Brad Marchand, and Bruins literally. I think they ended up with like 45 shots. That was the most an Avs opponent had in a long
46.
time.
Yeah,
46 is what they finished at.
Yeah. 5-1 was merciful.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Darcy Kemper, that game could have been way worse. And it sucks for Darcy because he played a great game and his numbers aren't going to show that he played a great game because he gave up 5.
Yeah. I mean, that game could have been like 8-9-1 at that point. It could have been 5-0 after the first.
Yeah. Yeah. But at least, it's funny when the Avs lose, at least they lose by multiple goals. So you can't look back and be like, man, that game, if it's just one save, like, their 2 losses that we've seen now, they lost to the Stars 4-1, and then they lost to Boston 5-1. So it's kind of like, okay, like at least when we lose, we lose.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, and the one good part about that 11 a.m. start for me is by like 2:30, I had kind of forgotten the Avs had already played.
And you get it out of the way early. Get it out of the way nice and super early and just move on with the rest of your day. If anything, it was nice of them to save their worst game for that time when everyone's at work and at school.
Yeah, it was a great time. We're not going to complain about it.
Not at all. Especially if this is what we're going to do when it's actual prime time.
Yeah. So we'll take that. But, we're rocking and rolling. This has been a great start to the game. Yep, still 0-0 in Tampa Bay, Edmonton, which is a little shocking considering Mike Smith is in net.
I'm sure that'll change.
Yeah, I would hope so. I bet the over. So was Darren Helm a rookie when he won the Cup in 2008?
I think so. Because the Red Wings won in 2009. And I know Helm sent them to the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah, because
when they
they're
beat
doing him a
Chicago.
nice little tribute right now.
Was that his rookie year?
I think so. Because we're
It was
talking
either first or second.
Yeah, we're talking a lot of hockey. All right, we're back down.
Yep,
you
back down.
Griffin?
Under 7 minutes to go. Yep. Distracted because I'm trying not to pay attention to Daisy as she stares daggers into me right now.
All right.
Yep, going to UMBC in Catonsville at the moment. That's where I ended up going to school. And each has not been playing NHL 22, UFC 4, and GTA. And catching up on the rest of chat here as Landeskog moves that one in and sails that one wide of the goal. Tyson Jost making it 2-0 for the Avs. Jeremy saying, go Retrievers. I live near the campus and often see the billboard showing the NCAA bracket when they beat Virginia a few years ago. I do some of the work on the basketball broadcast from time to time as well. Though I would be doing one today, but instead I'm with you beautiful people. So,
which is more fun.
Much more fun. Much more fun. I just press play on the commercials for the most part.
Berkey's scoring tonight, man.
I'm telling you, he's going to score tonight.
It's
been too long. He scored 2 against the Red Wings. He has his routines. He scores against teams that he always scores against.
Yeah, I got a feeling he's getting open right now. Yeah, this O'Connor line with Newhook and Jost has been great. So
this is the first time I can really say I have noticed O'Connor in the last couple of games. He looks like he's feeling it again,
which is good. We need him.
We absolutely do. Another power play coming up here, or are they?
No, they got both. It's 4-on-4.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's not a power play for Detroit, so I'll take it.
Did you read Joe Slips? He just goes, "Wow."
I already got a goal. What do you want?
Yeah, he's good. He's good for another 5 games.
Let's see, commercial break right now, and we will finally be caught up on the rest of these comments. And hopefully, I can snap out of my haze here. I'm very sorry, but Front Row Productions lives like 5 miles from UMBC. We got a tight little community here all of a sudden.
Yeah, your Maryland boys showing up.
What a niche little audience, the Maryland Avalanche fans.
Yeah, there probably isn't a crap ton of you, but at least there's some.
No, but we're all the good ones.
Yeah, that's right.
Sounds like we need to do a little THPN meetup. That would be a ton of fun. Absolutely.
That would be a great time.
See, and 1-0 Montreal over the Buffalo Sabres at the moment. Nick Suzuki, who I dropped from my fantasy team, making it 1-0 for the Habs. And we've got the other main man, Dylan, in chat saying, go Red Wings. Dylan.
How about those Canucks, man?
Yeah, I don't think they want to talk about that. Oh, Daisy. Daisy. She is, I don't know if you guys can hear her tail whacking around, but she has been doing laps on this table right now trying to get my attention.
Hey, she's got to figure out something.
She's got to figure out something pretty soon because it's the first period, puppy dog. It's going to be a long night. I know.
It's going to be a fun night, man. We're having a good time.
Oh, she is just staring daggers at me right now.
Yeah, my dog's doing the same. I'm just ignoring. And every time I look at her, she just starts wagging her tail, and it's just like, oh, God.
Yeah, that's exactly what she does, huh? Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's a crazy stat. Look at your two. Washington leads the league in scoring first.
Yeah, how sad is that? They're as mediocre as they are, and they've scored 35 times first this season. But the Avalanche, 28-0-3 when scoring first this season.
That's pretty good.
When we score first, it's essentially a free point, if nothing else.
Yeah. That's pretty damn good, man. I'll take that all day.
Absolutely. Puck is down again as we are back from commercial break. 5:28 to go in the first period. All Avalanche so far in this first period. Shots on goal, 11-4. And we'll see if Detroit has any answer here because they've had, I'd say, one decent scoring chance at all this period.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, but this Detroit team, they've shown a little bit more offensive firepower than recent years. I think Bertuzzi has 20 goals this year. Larkin has 20.
Yeah, Bertuzzi's well over 20 at this point. He's been underratedly up there in the, not really in the race, but up there in the goal scoring totals for the league.
Yeah, he's been good. He's been good.
Avalanche will move this one ahead. Nazem Kadri trying to take advantage of McKinnon being out of the lineup tonight, as he usually does from most of the time.
Most of the time, he's been great without McKinnon, which says a lot because, Usually when that top line's facing the top defensive pair, I usually see those players struggle. I mean, Berkey struggles every time he's up there. But Kadri has relished that and has been fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely so. I mean, so far for the lines for this game, we got Rantanen at center on that top line. I believe it's Berkey up there with them. So
It is.
yeah, and Bednar still believes in them, even in this cold streak. We'll see if that does anything for his confidence.
Oh, Dylan Larkin.
Dylan Larkin will chase this one down. He was a game-time decision. He will negate the icing. Dylan Larkin's just so damn fast. It's a shame that he wasn't in the All-Star game.
He's been great, man. I thought that contract they signed him to wasn't going to be age well, but it has aged fantastically. I think that's a good deal.
They're getting a good deal out of him right when they're getting ready to jump into, I'd say, playoff competition starting next year.
Mm-hmm.
Could even be as good as this year. You never know.
I don't know. But the way Boston played on Monday, I don't see anyone catching them.
Yeah, well, you never know with the Caps, too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We haven't seen them play in a minute. Why haven't they? They've had like a week off.
Well, yeah, we just didn't have as many games postponed as everyone else. We got lucky. But we will play tomorrow against the Rangers, which will either be very fun or very horrible.
Against Igor Shesterkin, that'll be great, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure Rangers fans are well over the thing that happened almost a year ago at this point.
Oh, 100% they are. Rangers fans don't hold grudges.
No, not at all. Every Rangers fan I know is fair and reasonable.
Yeah, totally.
All right, 3:25 here to go in the first period. Still all Avalanche shots, 11-4. Red Wings circling this one around as they get some line changes going here. This will be Joe Veleno called up today. He's got this one for the Red Wings right now. Back to my current Calder winner, Moritz Seider, who's already turned into a number one defenseman for Detroit and is looking to staple that blue line for many years to come.
Yeah, did you remember when they drafted him, how much shit they got?
I was one of them that was confused too because I literally didn't know who Moritz Seider was. I'm no draft expert, so put no stock in my opinions. But yeah, I remember that fully. He was a very off the board pick, but here we are doubting Steve Yzerman as a general manager, and lo and behold, he was right.
Yeah, I mean, he nailed that. So that was a good pick for him. I forget, where was Lucas Raymond picked? What was he?
Lucas Raymond was 2020, I want to say. I think he was 6th.
Yeah, so Detroit's been has had no lottery luck, it feels like.
I feel like the lottery rules were changed because of just how much they've been screwed over.
Yeah. Because they were one of the worst teams in the league
before the COVID pause, they were the worst team in salary cap era history. Worse than us in 16-17.
And they got screwed. What pick did they get in that draft? I forget.
I think they got 4th. No, I think that was Raymond. They got him 4th, I think. Because that was 2020, so that would be Raymond. So they got him 4th overall. Just the same way we got Makar. So it all works out in the end.
Yeah, because I mean, Lafreniere's been good. I'd say Raymond's been better than him.
Raymond's been here shorter, but Lafreniere, I mean, the Rangers played him too early. That's the thing with first overall picks. The Sabres, I can't believe I'm saying this about Sabres, but they're doing the right thing with Owen Power. Let him play. Let him play in college. Let him develop a little further. 18, he's not ready.
The NHL is a copycat league. They saw what the Avs did with Cale Makar, let him play in college for 2 years, and he came in and he was more than pro ready.
Mm-hmm. And it didn't help that there was back-to-back years of McDavid and Matthews.
Yeah,
and Eichel that came in and dominated, and Eichel. So then he had all of a sudden Nico Hischier and Jack Hughes and Alexis Lafreniere who tried to come in right away, and they just weren't there. Especially Dahlin.
No, they weren't. Yeah, Dahlin's been much better this year.
Right, imagine that. And Curtis McDermott takes. So that's what I love about Curtis McDermott. He takes a penalty and then he just commits to it.
He's like, all right, I
already took the penalty. I'm just gonna drive you into the boards at this point. I love him. I love him so much. It's not even a bit anymore. Just genuinely one of my favorite players. He sees. That's so funny. He sees the ref's arm goes up and immediately drives him into the boards. I love it. I love him so much.
If that's one player you want to take a penalty, it's Curtis McDermott.
Yeah, it's perfect. We'll be fine at the end of the day.
Yeah. Let's see the PK here. Need a big one here.
Yep. And Dylan, thank you so much for the support. We love you, buddy. Thank you for everything you do at the network. Thank you for reaching out to me to get my show. Like, geez, I think about that every day. Still don't get it, but regardless.
Here we
Jeremy,
are, man.
I'm curious to hear how you both became Avs fans. Christian, you want to go first?
Yeah,
Since
I'll
your
go
answer's
first.
probably easier.
I was born and raised in Colorado. My dad had season tickets when they first came in to the league in '95, so he was there he had tickets when they won the cup in the first year. He was at Game 7 against the New Jersey Devils. He snuck a video camera into the arena so he could record parts of the game, which my brother and I recently destroyed shortly after that by filming ourselves chewing bubble gum. So he was not happy with us. But
Okay. No, you're not just going to gloss over that. You and your brother destroyed footage of the 2001 Avalanche winning the cup because you were chewing bubble gum.
yeah, we didn't know we had that tape in there. And it's like right before the final seconds tick off. So it'll be like, you'll see like the final minute, and then all of a sudden just cuts to me and my brother like blowing bubbles with bubble gum. My dad was none too pleased. So we had season tickets so I was probably 16. So that was 2011. And then he got rid of them. And then I recently got season tickets back in 18 or 19 now. And I've gone to a lot of hockey since then. So I've been a big Avs fan my entire life.
Certainly sounds like it, outside of erasing the biggest moment in franchise history. But
yeah. My dad, he still holds that against us, but definitely it's been a lot easier with cell phones. You don't have to worry about sneaking anything in.
But yeah, regardless, once we're there for Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final, you can.
I hope it doesn't go to Game 7. Hopefully, we win it in 5.
Yeah, it's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. I mean, then you can film the final seconds and finally pick up for it.
Yep. So that's how I became an Avs fan. I know your story is a little bit more, a little bit shorter.
My story is a little bit short. Obviously, I was born here in Maryland. I grew up a Caps fan and everything. I always liked the Avalanche, even when I was younger, just because Avalanche was just always such a cool name back when I was like 8 years old. And as I got older, I followed them more and more. I love Nathan MacKinnon and his draft year. I was really happy to see the Avalanche got him. I started following them a lot closer after that. They'd always kind of been like my B team to an extent. And then after 2019, they traded for my favorite player on the Capitals, Andre Burakovsky. And then I fully committed at that point. Yeah, all right, fine. I'll go all in. I'll get the jerseys, I'll get the hats and everything. And then, like I mentioned earlier, Dylan reached out to me on Twitter and was like, "Hey man, would you ever want to host an Avalanche show?" I'm like,
"Sure."
Me? Are you sure you got the right guy? Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to do that. So then I tuned into every single game at that point. I have not missed an Avalanche game ever since I started this show, and now here we are.
I love it.
All right, we're winding down the first period here. Or are we done the first period?
We're done with the first period, man. That was a fast period.
That was a fast period, but we're still going to be on the penalty kill. That was a very fast period. It's only 8:15 here.
Yeah, that was crazy.
We had absolutely zero whistles that entire time.
Yeah. Oh my God, there are so many comments.
I know, right?
All right. Let's catch up before we take a break.
Yeah. Jeremy agreeing with us. We love Dermy. Honestly, if they extended him tomorrow, I wouldn't be upset at all.
That'd be hilarious.
I know a lot of people would be like, "Why are we doing that?" But like, I would love it so much.
Yeah, that'd be funny if they did.
I would be sad if we let McDermott go. Honestly, at this point, after everything that we've done this season with him, I'd be sad.
You need him.
Yeah, you do. I mean, we kind of do when you really look at it. We kind of do.
Oh, God, I love him.
Love him so
All
much.
right.
Trevor, thank you so much for joining us as always. And pretty sure this is Jacob and acting as Victor here because we got the real Victor here. So
yeah, that sounds like Jacob. He did.
Probably does.
Jacob, we know what you did, man. When you faked.
Oh yeah, we didn't miss that one.
Yeah, we caught on to that.
We figured it out.
Yeah, it was pretty easy, but we'll see, man. We'll see. We still love you, Jacob.
We'll see. But right now we're at the end of the first period here in Detroit. 2-0 for the Avalanche. Really pretty dominant period, I would say.
Yeah, it was a great period for the Avs, and they deserve to be up 2-0. They got to keep it going now.
Absolutely. Let's get to this out of town scoreboard here. Why did all the scores just disappear? There we go. Much better. 2-0 for the Avs, like we said. 1-0 for the Tampa Bay Lightning over the Edmonton Oilers. Pat Maroon with the goal there, and Nick Suzuki for the Canadians. 1-0 over the Sabres, and 1-0 Jets over the Stars as that first period winds down. Blake Wheeler with his 6th goal of the season. Unless you guys have anything else for us, Jacob saying, not me. Not me. I'm playing NHL 22 as if you don't have two hands.
Yeah, like we'll see. Jacob, I'd still kick your ass in NHL 22, but
We're going to get that someday.
Yeah, someday.
We'll get there someday. But for right now, going to make sure the beast is happy with me. And we'll be back in just a second as we get ready for the second period. Catch you guys in just a sec. All right, we are back here in the first intermission, getting ready for the second period between the Avalanche and the Detroit Red Wings. Avalanche up 2-0 at the moment. Justin, who the goal scorers for the Avalanche so far, Gabe Landeskog and Tyson Jost. Landeskog coming a minute and 12 in, and Jost 11:47 in. Shots on goal 11-7 for the Avalanche. This is a much more fun period when you're on the other side of it.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think that's fair to say. It's been a good start for the Avs. Hopefully they can keep it up. Hopefully we don't fall off a little bit here.
I would certainly hope not. That would be a shame after the Bruins game. It'd be nice to wrap up this 4-game road trip with a 3-1 record. I mean, I looked at the rest of the schedule. That's our longest stretch for home or road for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of travel and a lot of games at home. And like we were talking about earlier, the playoffs are getting closer and closer each day.
Yeah, they're pretty much less than 2 months away. I also find it pretty funny that if we do win this game, we go 3-1 on this road trip, and that one loss to Boston doesn't seem all that important.
No.
That's a lot of people made it out to be when it happened. Should we talk about that? Just how big a deal a lot of people made that Bruins loss?
Yeah, I mean, every team loses bad games. I mean, look at the Wild. The Wild lost to the Senators last night. I mean, it happens. You can't win every game. There's going to be games where you don't get up for them, and I don't blame the Avs one bit. You're in the middle of the season. You're far and away the best team in the Western Conference. It happens, and I think that's just as fan bases we freak out whenever our team doesn't win. But I will say that a majority of the Avs fans I follow on Twitter were pretty understanding of the loss. They didn't really panic too much because there are going to be some losses. Oh my God, Mike Smith just allowed one of the worst goals I've ever seen in my life. 2-1 Lightning now. McDavid had just tied it. Wow, that is when we're done with this, you need to go watch it because it is
I
bad.
will for sure.
So
I love Mike Smith highlights. They're my favorite thing.
yeah, but going back to the Avs, I mean, you're going to lose games. It happens. So just come back. I've loved the response tonight. They have been really, really good so far tonight. Hopefully they can keep it up.
Yeah, and I saw all the narratives brought up after the Bruins game. You know, this is why a team's going to lose in the second round. We can't beat good teams. We can't beat physical teams. I've had this conversation so many times. None of that is true, like even remotely so. I'll save the playoff thing for the end, but we just beat Tampa Bay, Dallas, and Vegas in the last week. And we also beat the same Bruins team 3 weeks ago when we didn't have Nathan McKinnon for basically the entire time. And we can't beat physical teams. I don't even know where that came from. Like, it's not like Vegas was this overly physical team.
No, they weren't. I mean, we played Vegas tough. That was that Vegas game. If we would have lost, I wouldn't have been mad because that was the most even game I've ever seen played in a long time.
Yeah, and a perfect defensive effort essentially from the Avalanche and a better goaltending performance from Darcy Kemper.
Yeah.
And this fact that we lost one bad game for everyone to start dredging all that back up, and the team can't get out of the second round. Like, again, I'm gonna bring this up again. Am I stuttering a bit here?
Nope, you're good now. You were freezing for a second, but you're back.
Okay, so StreamYard's telling me my connection was unstable there for a second.
Yeah,
but
no, you're back now. You're good. You're good.
Regardless,
but yeah, I agree. Like it's hard to critique the Avs because they've been winning so much. So
yeah.
people just want to blame anything they can and bring up all the fears they have with this team, and that's rightfully so. There is only one team that wins the Stanley Cup every year, only one, and I think the Avs have as good of a shot this year as they've had in the past 3 years. So it's going to happen where you lose games. That's just the way it is. I mean, look how long it took Tampa Bay to win.
Yeah. Did you know the Avalanche out of the last 3 years are one of two teams to make the second round every single time? You want to guess who the other one is?
Tampa Bay.
Nope.
Oh, because they lost, yeah.
They got swept.
Yeah. It's not Vegas.
Nope.
Pittsburgh? No.
Nope. But you're on the right track. Keep going down that line of thought. Why would Pittsburgh not have been there for 3 straight years?
Was it the Caps?
No, definitely not. Last 3 years.
Oh, the Islanders.
Yeah, the Islanders.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's only been us and the Islanders who have made the second round for 3 straight seasons in a row. And also, the fact that people bring up the San Jose loss, blows my mind.
That one wasn't even that bad.
We made the second round as an 8 seed, beating the best team in the West in 5 and pushing that second round series to 7. Didn't have Landeskog, lost McKinnon during that game and lost by 1. But that's a reason why this team can't get it done in the playoffs.
I mean,
okay.
It happened. I mean, if McKinnon doesn't get hurt in Game 7, we saw what happened when he was on the ice. I think the Avs outscored the Sharks when McKinnon was on the ice. So he got hurt and missed like 10 minutes of the first period, if I remember right.
Yeah, it was about like half. It was like half of the game from what I remember.
I mean, he was playing with a separated shoulder, which is crazy. But then they're one missed call away from that game being tied, and we're going into overtime.
Yeah, and at that point, it's anyone's game. And then you look at the next year. This is where the narrative started against Dallas. In that series, again, let's start by saying that series was in a bubble in Edmonton in August because of the pandemic that happened. And we're down 3-1 in that series and relying on Michael Hutchinson to carry us the rest of the way. And then we get to Game 7.
Yeah.
And then we're winning in Game 7. And the first hat trick since Wayne Gretzky in a Game 7 beat us.
I don't think Kiviranta scored another goal since then.
I don't think he has either. He literally had one good game in his entire life. And that was that
just came in the biggest moment of his year. Like that was huge.
Yeah. And for some reason, that still gets used against us, despite the fact that we had no goalie. We were on third string Michael Hutchinson. In that Game 7, we had no Landeskog, no Eric Johnson, no Jonas Donskoy, and no Matt Calvert. We were missing 4 key players right there. And, well, that's because this narrative started before Vegas, too, that we can't get out of the second round.
Yeah.
And then you go to the Vegas one next year, a team you tied with for the President's Trophy in the regular season. And essentially you're equal in every way. And we played poorly and we lost. Like, it's one series. It happens. You play poor. It was a very bad time to play poorly, and also should have been a third round matchup. By the way,
should have. In a normal world, it would have been.
Right, it would have been. That's also the thing. Normal world didn't happen that way.
So, we'll take it. It's all right. Yeah, no, hang on. Yeah, there we go. We, Victor, we know that's not you, man. Don't worry.
We know you're fine.
Yeah, we know. We love you, Victor. It happens sometimes. People like to create fake accounts. They did it to Griffin and I once too, and we're coming out.
Yeah, it was on one of Isha's streams we hopped on.
Yeah. So don't worry. We know that's not you, Victor. Don't worry.
Yeah, you're fine, buddy. Don't
worry.
We're getting closer to the second period here now that I got that out of my system about this.
Podcast, man.
I'm going to bring that up there too. But like I say this all the time, I have lived through a team that could not get out of the second round. I've been through that with the Caps. This is not even close to that. It blows my mind it's even a comparison. It's not even close.
I mean, it's just one of those things people look for, especially when you're losing. You're losing in the playoffs. I'd rather lose in the playoffs than not make the playoffs, personally.
Yeah.
Fair.
You get a higher draft pick.
Yeah, it's true.
If you're a good team, you want to make the playoffs. But if
I guess I wouldn't want to be like the Stars who are just trying to make the playoffs and they have no chance of going far in the playoffs.
Yeah. And at the middle of that point, it's you never know. Yeah, I think the imposter is Jacob. Yeah, well, who else would it be?
Yeah, it's quite possible, Victor. Quite
possible. We still love Jacob. He's just having some fun. He's done this to us.
So let's see. Faggio, Frankie, have mercy on your fans.
Oh, Faggio, I totally missed you, buddy. Sorry.
I saw that one too. Yeah, I mean, he's looked good so far. He hasn't been tested too much, but we'll hope he continues his good play. I'd love to see a Frankie shutout right now, get his confidence back.
You just said the thing, dude.
Oh, shit. I did say it. I did. All right. If they score here, it's on me. It's on me.
It's the end of the first period, man. You can't be saying that yet.
I know. That's my bad. That's a rookie broadcasting mistake right there. Hand up. That's on me.
We'll get better. As long as we have that ironed out by the play. We're still in regular season form too. It's what it's all about, ironing out your mistakes. But as long as we have that down by the playoffs, we'll be fine.
We're on like our fourth stream in like 9 days, so I apologize. I was slacking there.
Yeah, I guess this is our fourth stream.
Yeah.
We've been doing a lot of these lately.
I don't know how Neil does it, but here we are.
Yeah, that gold medal stream was a ton of fun.
Yeah, we had a blast doing that. I still can't believe we had as many people watching. We already alluded to that, but shout out to everyone. While we're talking about THPM, make sure you like and subscribe this video. Leave a comment. This is a comment-driven stream, so you guys drive the bus, and we're just kind of here to hang out with you. So make sure you all go like this up.
Yep, we would appreciate it a ton. Tomorrow we've got Bob doing the Capitals and the Rangers. Yesterday we had Neil doing the Sharks and the Ducks. I tuned in for that one. Another great stream from Neil. What was that?
That was actually a good game.
Yeah, that was a good game. I watched that one.
It was a good game.
It was a game that went to a shootout because I had to turn it off at that point. At that point, the game was dead to me. It was over.
Yeah, Ducks won the skills competition at the end.
Yeah.
Even though
the Sharks tied with the Ducks at the end of the day. Ducks get the extra shootout point. Why don't we do what they did in the Olympics, where it's 10 minutes of 3-on-3, and then shoot? If there's 10 minutes of 3-on-3, and then you go to a shootout, I can live with that, honestly. If you can't get a winner at that point, I'd rather have a shootout than a tie. But 5 minutes is not enough.
No, it's not enough. But it's. I don't think they're going to change it, man.
They're not. They're never going to change. It's the NHL. They don't change anything.
Yeah, but
if it doesn't make them more money, they don't care.
It's a money-driven league, man.
Yeah, I mean, not saying there's anything wrong with that. I mean, morally there might be, but from a business perspective, I get it.
Yeah, I get it too. Let's see here. Montreal
about to win all their games and make the playoffs. I mean, mathematically, they're not eliminated yet. They're still there.
Could you imagine if that happened?
It would certainly be a story. We can put that mildly, because right now, oh my God, dude, I haven't looked at the Habs of the standings in a while. They have 29 points.
That's pretty bad.
Minus 80. They're 10 points behind the Devils for 9th in the East. And they're a solid, like, 35 points back of Boston.
It's possible.
That would certainly be fascinating if they could do that. I want to find that playoff stats thing, see what they would have to do in order to get
tell me what they have to do. They have to do something crazy, I feel like.
I have to find it. Postseason probability. Where are you, Montreal? I think they took it away
for Montreal.
For Montreal, because it's just, what are we doing here?
It would be hilarious if they did, though.
Punching options. Here we go. What if they win 100% of their games, they have a 54% chance to make the playoffs?
So you're saying there's a chance?
There is a chance. If Montreal goes 31 for 31 and finishes the season with 91 points, they might make it.
That'd be hilarious, man. I would actually want that to happen.
Yeah, somehow they're not mathematically eliminated, but here we are.
They'll get there.
Just it's one game at a time. We beat Montreal twice. We don't have to worry about their vengeance. The Marty St. Louis redemption story.
Yeah, because they lost they beat St. Louis. They beat Toronto, which is mind blowing.
Hilarious.
Like, I don't know how that happens. And then who else did they just beat? Who'd they beat last night?
Did they win last night?
No, I don't know if they played last night. You're
I
probably
don't think they did. They played Toronto a couple nights ago. Toronto played last night.
Toronto, and they lost again too.
It's that thing I texted you after it happened. Toronto had a back-to-back against the two last teams that eliminated them and lost both.
That's pretty funny.
This team's going nowhere.
I hope so.
How do you lose to Montreal? Like, not even just as a thing. How are you Toronto when you lose to Montreal after that series?
No idea, man. No idea. That's just a bad loss. Shout out to producer Drew. His tweets have been getting me through those losses because they're quite funny.
Yeah. Our producer Drew's hilarious. He loves dunking on the Leafs. I think, like, as much as he's an Avalanche fan, I think he enjoys being anti-Leafs even more.
Oh, it's his brand now. It's
environment
the Leafs. That's his brand now.
It's so fun for him.
He has a blast doing it. So, but we're getting close to puck drop here for the second period. Hopefully it moves as fast as the
I've been in the second period for like a minute.
Jesus Christ, I am way behind you then, man.
Yeah, I'm at 18:40.
Oh, there we go. I just had to
might want to refresh that page.
Yep, we're good. I'm back live. God, that was almost scary for a second.
Yeah, I was just about to mention how we were back because we were in the middle of the conversation, but yeah, we've been back for a second here.
Oh, good to know. I clicked a button. I'm back. I'm at 18:25.
All right, I'm at 20, so we're good.
Okay, we're not too far behind.
Yeah,
we're switching the third period. I'll be ahead of you somehow.
Front Row Productions pulling an anti-Jacob and falling asleep. Glad to have you back.
I will be doing that after this stream and after we record.
Yeah, we'll got a couple hours.
Yeah.
Montreal can't make the playoff even with how many games they have left. Even NHL said that. I mean, the most they can finish is with 91 points.
I mean, Boston would have to fall off.
It's not impossible, though.
Yeah, there's a chance.
There is a chance.
It would be the most Montreal thing ever to not get the number one pick when you're the worst team.
Yeah. What place will the Capitals be in? They'll be in a wild card spot. Unless they can somehow find a way to just stop being bad every single night and just sneak in. I'm still annoyed with them. I know they've won their last two. Philly and Nashville. If they get
a Marc-Andre Fleury, I think this team has
They're not going to get Fleury.
I'm just saying, if they did,
they would have had him already. Fleury doesn't want to come.
Fair. I don't blame him. I mean, do you believe in? I almost said Sorokin, Samsonov, and Vanacek.
I do, just not to take us to a cup right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not the worst goalies in the world. I mean, Samsonov struggles a lot. Vanacek's been hurt lately. Vanacek's gotten a lot better. Plus, he's older. I see, like, a lot of people talk about getting rid of Samsonov. He's still young. He's going to get better too.
Yeah, he'll get better. It just takes time.
Yeah.
People are way too quick to rush defensemen and goalies into the league.
Yeah, and it's what makes Moritz Seider and Cale Makar so impressive that they can do all this at a young age.
Yeah. Well, it's because they had the pro experience. And, I mean, not for Makar. Makar played in college, but they had the experience. It's a good save by Frankie.
Yep,
I mean, look at guys like Alex Newhook. He's had to go back into the minors, and he figures it out, and he's good.
Yeah, a lot of people really want to rush the development of players. And goalies aren't ready, like truly ready, until they're like 25. Sometimes you get an exception, like Jake Ottinger, like right now, who's one of the best goalies in the league. But we'll see if it stays that way.
Yeah, I mean, he's on an unreal run right now.
Yeah, we saw him firsthand.
Yeah, he started his run playing against us.
Okay. Regardless, we were about 3 minutes in the second period. Detroit's had the puck pretty much the entire time.
To be expected. I could have predicted this. Like, you can't lose to a team that's on the final game of a homestand and come out that flat. So hopefully the Avs don't go into the shell here.
I would hope not. There's a lot of game left.
Yeah.
It's only a 2-goal lead.
This next goal is huge. If the Avs get it, this game's pretty much wrapped up.
Okay.
But knowing the Avs, the Red Wings are about to score here, and it'll be 2-1, and we'll have to sweat it out.
Yep, probably. Has there been any problems with my connections? Because it keeps telling me there is.
You've been lagging a little bit, but you're okay.
Because everything's fine on my end.
Yeah,
I'm not getting any lag, so I think I'm fine. But
yeah, you got a little lag, but nothing bad. You come back. It's like for half a second, and then you're back.
Yeah, it keeps popping back up and saying like, "Oh, your connection's unstable. Your computer's about to explode." But
well, that's quite your computer has exploded when we were recording once. Who were we on with that it exploded? Was it Raj?
I think it was Raj. Yeah, I wanted to say it was John Michael Lyles, but it wasn't. Yeah, it was Raj.
Yeah, your computer like exploded, and we worried that we wasted all of Raj's
time.
Oh
yeah, I worried I lost the entire interview, but I managed to salvage it. Also, the one time my computer has ever crashed, period, was on StreamYard. With the first time I went on the Soda Pod, we were recording, and my whole thing just went dead live.
Yeah, it seems about right for computers nowadays. They only go out when you need them most.
Yeah, my computer just purple screened and died. Never happened since. Never happened before either.
Knock on wood, man.
We'll see.
We'll see.
You can handle this by yourself if my computer
I
dies.
could.
Right? Yeah.
I could. We wouldn't be as good, but I could handle it.
Yeah, it'll be fine. All right. 15:45 to go in the second period here. Back and forth now in the second period. Red Wings in control, seemingly for the most part, catching up in shots on goal, 12-9 right now.
Wow.
Another shot on goal turned aside by Frankie. Avalanche have definitely taken their foot off the gas here a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit is, and it's not bad. I mean, you just gotta get this next goal.
Could be better.
Good play. Was that Danny DeKaiser, 65?
Yeah, that's DeKaiser.
Another old school Red Wing that feels a lot older than he probably is old now at this point, but
yeah, the changing of the guard in Detroit took like 5 years.
Yeah. I still remember. Can you remember more uneventful? Didn't Henrik Zetterberg just have to retire because of his back? He retired because of injury, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Because I remember there was no like retirement tour for him. There was not. He was just gone one day.
He was just done.
Like just gone, and that was so weird.
Yeah, it was just one day. It was like, yeah, nope, not doing it anymore.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember too. Thomas Holmstrom. I don't remember a retirement tour for him.
No, a lot of Red Wings really. I mean, Darren Helm probably got one of the nicest send-offs of any of the long-time Red Wings. Because at least he got to come back.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think who else. Like, I mean, Pavel Datsyuk went to the KHL. Isn't he technically still under contract for the Coyotes?
I think that one is either expiring after this season or expired last year.
Yeah, but yeah, he's technically a member. He was a member of the Coyotes for a long time and never played a second.
Never played a single game. Ever since 2016, the last time the Red Wings were in the playoffs.
Yeah, and he just dipped. He's another one of those players who was just like, no, I'm good.
If anything, we at least knew that he was leaving at that point. So he got a final playoff game, at least.
That's true. They knew he was leaving. Because, yeah, he left. I'm trying to think of other players who just dipped. NHL is not like a lot of other sports where they do a retirement tour. It's just kind of like, all right, you're leaving. You leave. It's not like basketball or football where they get a retirement tour.
Right. I mean, sometimes you get it, but
like it made me sick how many people loved Ben Roethlisberger leaving. I'm like, this is annoying.
Right, and then he turned out to not even be like the top 3 most significant quarterback who retired.
Yeah, it was Tom Brady and poor Ben Roethlisberger thought he was going to retire at a good time.
Yeah. We got hockey's biggest fan in chat. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Good to see you again, my friend. 13-10 to go in the second period. The Red Wings have had this puck in the offensive zone for most of the time now. As Darren Helm has it, he'll try to scoot this one up and ahead for Curtis McDermott and Shaq Johnson leading this rush.
Just like we all predict.
Just like you like to see sometimes. Just park Curtis McDermott in front of that net. It almost worked right there, too. If that puck bounced the right way, he would have the net. That almost worked. Honestly, Curtis McDermott as a forward, honestly, I like it way more than defense.
Yeah.
Especially, obviously, because he's not the last line of defense. And just park him in front of the net. Like, what's the goalie going to do? Move him? Doubt it.
Yeah.
Like,
just have him. Oh, that was a bad turnover by Devon Taves.
Yeah, Devon Taves, like, we've kind of focused on Makar for these last couple of games. Taves hasn't been great either.
Yeah, I think it's just we expect all-world play from them all the time. And when they make mistakes, it's kind of like, oh, that's a penalty.
Yeah.
Is that Mikko?
Looks like it will be a delay of game on the Avalanche. Detroit going back to the power play. Let's see. Jacob in my mini stick lead, the Vegas Golden Knights. I don't think they will make the playoffs because they have 2 games left they need to win. I'm assuming this is referring to something else, but regardless, we'll see.
It'd be hilarious if the Vegas doesn't make the playoffs. I'd love that.
Avs in my mini stick league are in second. They have 3 games left in the regular season, then maybe playoffs. See if we can get some good omens for the Avalanche there.
Fingers crossed.
Let's hope the Avalanche make the playoffs in the NHL first. I mean, close race.
What'd we say? What was the odds you had last time?
For making playoffs?
Yeah, like didn't they have to like really struggle?
Oh, yeah, they would have to. I have it for the Habs. I'll see if I can pull it up for the Avs. They would have to be horrific.
I mean, it's possible.
It's possible. If they won, let's see. If they won 25% of their remaining games, they win 8 of their next 32, they would still have they'd only have a 26% chance to miss the playoffs. They'd still have a 74% chance to make it if they won 8 games the rest of the year.
That's pretty hilarious, man.
They'd have 92 points.
That's pretty funny.
To get to 100, they would have to win 12 of their next 32, and they would be in. 100 points gets you to the playoffs. They can lose 20 games for the rest of the season and comfortably make it.
That's
probably wouldn't be number 1. They'd probably be like odds are they would be on the road to start the playoffs, but they'd be in.
That's hilarious if that was. I mean, it's not going to happen, but it'd still be funny.
Yeah, not going to happen, but we can do it if they're just like, nope, we're not doing this anymore. We know we're the best team in the league. We're just going to put McKinnon on LTIR and sit everyone else for the rest of the season. They can do it. If they felt like it. It's a viable option, apparently.
They could pull a Vegas.
Or a Tampa.
Yeah. Speaking of Tampa, it's 2-1 still. They just started the second period.
Ryan Keith in chat, chance. Been a season ticket since the Denver Grizzlies. They won the championship next year. We got the Avs, and then they won the Cup. An original Avalanche fan in chat. Keith, thank you so much for joining us tonight for what has been a kind of quiet second period so far at this point. The Red Wings on the power play now after the delay of game from Rantanen. Already 15 seconds into this one. Penalty kill for the Avalanche has been much better than other streams we've done in the past. Even against Boston, they only allowed 1 power play goal.
Yeah, and
very lucky.
They were on the PK a lot in that game.
Yeah, they were. I mean, it was better than the first time we played the Bruins. If there was one positive thing we can bring up.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah, we'll take that every time.
Eric Johnson didn't cross-check someone 45 times, so that was positive.
Could have been much worse.
Yeah.
much worse. Oh, boy, they don't. Bertuzzi almost got loose there in front of the net, blown assignment in front. That's probably the one guy on the Red Wings right now you don't want to do that to.
Yeah, him or Larkin.
And speaking of Larkin, he gets that one with no competition, too. Oh, that one go in. That one rings off the post. I thought that one for a second. Red Wings with their best opportunity of the game. They might show a replay there of that one, but a minute left on this power play. And still going now. The Red Wings looking dangerous on this one. Another opportunity will sail up and around the board. Seider will keep it in. Back for Raymond again. He'll circle this one all the way around. This has been a great power play for the Detroit. They've had the Avalanche hemmed in the zone the entire time. That drive from Seider turned aside by Frankie Bertuzzi with the rebound. They'll still jam away at it. And finally, Frankie will cover for a win. Let's see if we can get a replay here. That shot off the post. That certainly looked like at first glance that it went in.
It looked like it was
in front. Actually, that's Comfort kicking at that puck. Comfort kicked it into the post.
That's
Wow,
wild.
how did that even happen? Robbie Fabry kicked the puck and it hits JT and then rings off the post. That would have been a ping pong goal of a lifetime if that one ended up going in.
That would have been hilarious, honestly.
See, if you kick it into someone else and then it goes in, does that count as a kicking motion?
I don't think so.
I mean, what we saw in the Toronto game yesterday, even a kicking motion doesn't count as a kicking motion.
Yeah, that was wild.
Who knows what the rule is even?
What was the game I was watching last night where it was Florida-Nashville. The guy pushed the goalie into the net with his stick, and then they actually called it goaltender interference.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No one knows what the rule is. You absolutely love it.
Yeah, it made no sense. I was like, that is confusing.
Yeah, it looks like the Avalanche are going to kill off the rest of this power play here. A shorthanded opportunity from Kadri and Logan O'Connor as they kill off what was a very dangerous power play for the Red Wings. LOC takes down Nick Leddy. No call there, but see if the Avalanche can get something going here in the second period, because now all of a sudden the Red Wings have the lead in shots again.
That's great. I mean, it's been all Red Wings this period. The Avs are lucky they're still
all Red Wings. It's been even more Red Wings than it was Avs last period outside the goals. But we're already halfway through this game, man.
That's correct. Time's flying, man.
It really is.
Going quick. Let's see here.
You were talking earlier, I hope the Avs don't go into a shell. That's kind of what they've been doing this entire period. Just defense.
Which, if this was the third period, I wouldn't be mad about. But we're talking.
I wouldn't be a fan of this one either. It's two. You're up 2 goals. You can't turtle this hard already.
Yeah,
there's no way that was onside. But they'll blow that one dead again. Frankie with another nice sequence of saves on shots from the point as Taze steps offside with 9:34 to go in the second period. And still 2-0 for the Avalanche, thankfully. No thanks to how they've played so far.
That's kind of the story of this team. They don't play a perfect game the whole way through. Outside Vegas, they have not played a perfect game.
No, not at all. I mean, even the Dallas game that we lost was pretty close to that.
Yeah, it's just
we played so well in that game and just got absolutely stonewalled.
We got Ottinger.
See, Front Row Production saying hello to hockey's biggest fan. We've got Fake Victor in chat. And at Victor's request, block user. There we go. Victor, nice. That one is for you, buddy. I wasn't going to do it until Victor asked. So. Yeah.
Done and done, Victor. We got you.
Done, Victor. We got you, buddy. But, yep, thank you so much to everyone who has been with us so far to this point on this live stream. Avalanche up 2-0. We genuinely appreciate you guys taking the time to hang out with us tonight. If you like what we're doing here at the Hockey Podcast Network, feel free to subscribe. We got more watch-alongs coming very, very soon. We've got Bob tomorrow with the Capitals and the Rangers. We will be back on Saturday
night.
Another Avalanche and Golden Knights stream like we did last week. We'll be doing another one as the Avalanche take on the Golden Knights for the final time this season, and just some more stuff coming down the road as well. So if you like what we're doing here, feel free to subscribe. And if you guys are liking the stream so far, feel free to drop a like. Anything you put in chat helps out the stream a ton. Pick up some steam on the algorithm. And if you're feeling super, super generous for whatever reason, we've got the donate button there as well. We would just genuinely appreciate it. Not required for you to be here. This is a free stream, and we love you guys just hanging out for us nonetheless. As we get back from commercial break, Victor, you're welcome, buddy. We love you.
We got you, Victor.
Finally, the boot.
Das Boot.
Heath, originally from Detroit, I remember seeing Gordie Howe play at the old Olympia Arena. I've been in Colorado since '88, but I'm totally an Avs fan now. It's pretty rare you'll see a Detroit turn to the light side here.
Yeah, my buddy Steve Stager, who sits next to me at games, he was a huge Detroit Red Wings fan growing up. And he turned to an Avs fan when he moved here and met his fiance. So it happens. It doesn't happen very often, but it happens.
Yeah, almost like Colorado is a great place with an even better team.
You would assume.
You would think so. They're showing the rookie scoring for this season. Obviously, it's Detroit with 81 points. The Caps have 51 points from rookies this season. That's so funny.
They've had to play a lot of rookies, man.
They have, and Peter refuses to play them. Peter Laviolette, that is, all the time, even with all the injuries.
What's with the Washington getting coaches who just don't like playing rookies?
It's got to be just a culture thing. I don't know.
We'll see. But yeah, I mean, that's like we talked about already with Detroit. They have a ton of good rookies right now, and they are going to be a team to reckon with in 3 or 4 years, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean they've been down for a couple years. It's been 6 years since they last made the playoffs already. It doesn't even feel like it's been that long, but
I want to feel bad for them, but they went through, what was it, like 23 years straight of
it was
making
like
the playoffs?
23, 25 years straight of making the playoffs. So I think they'll take that trade-off, especially if they're building up a team that is going to be as good as we think they're going to be in a couple of years. Yeah. Big, long-term picture, definitely worth it.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of realized, I mean, they had a remarkable run. Like that was.
I mean, they kept the 2-on-1 here with Seider and Raymond. That rebound goes in on the rebound on the Moritz Seider shot, and that is
Philip
Zadina. Speaking of the rookies, I couldn't tell who number 11 was, but that is Philip Zadina getting the Red Wings on the board. Man, I mean, talk about a threatening future right there on that rush. Moritz Seider leading it with Raymond on the other side, and Philip Zadina coming out of view out of nowhere to clean up that rebound. We got a 1-goal game here. Red Wings finally get one on the board. Big, juicy rebound from Pavel Francouz, right? Essentially a pass right to Philip Zadina. No one there to help.
Well, that's what Seider was going for. That's a great play by Seider. He was playing for the rebound there.
Man, how do you not give that kid the Calder?
Yeah, that was a great play. But we got a hockey game here now, man.
Yeah, we got a hockey game here. It kind of looked like it was going to be pretty tame after the first period, but the Red Wings have roared back here in the second period and have dominated the last 12 minutes of play, and the Avalanche are going to need a response, and they're going to need it pretty soon because now they finally beat Francouz for 1, and now they're feeling it.
Yeah, they're feeling good. Avs just got to get it going here a little bit. They'll be good.
Yeah, need some energy from the top guys now.
Yeah, the top guys have been quiet since the first period, so we need to step it up. I mean, on that goal, Makar he jumped up into the play and couldn't get back. I mean, that's the risk you take with players like Cale Makar when they're, because 99% of the time it works out fantastically for you, and that 1% of the time it doesn't.
Every once in a while it doesn't. You just, like you said, the risk you take sometimes.
Yeah, I'll gladly take that risk every single time.
But yeah, here we go again with the Red Wings. 7:35 to go in the second period. 2-1 for the Avalanche. Philip Zadina with his 7th goal of the season to get the Red Wings on the board in this one. And again, the Red Wings controlling the puck here in the offensive zone. That pass across just goes wide. The follow-up is blocked by Ryan Murray. 2 great opportunities for the Red Wings to get this game tied at 2. And they're getting this one from some of their lower lines right now. That's Sam Gagner.
I mean, this was probably the most predictable period. Thank God that got out. I had a feeling this was going to happen. That first period was just too easy, man. We can't have nice things like that.
We don't get to have nice things anymore. No. Us? No. We never get that.
But that's been the exciting part about the Avs. They played a ton of close games.
They definitely do. It's certainly not good for me, but
yeah. Hopefully they just reverse it in the playoffs and it's just blowout cities.
That's very wishful thinking, but
it's
I appreciate the sentiment.
Yeah, I mean,
it's going to get worse in the playoffs.
But I can wish for it.
I had a very feverish dream that we won the cup last night. Now that I think about it,
that's a great dream. I'd love to have one of those dreams.
Well, you really don't, because I experienced it in 3 different locations at once. My brain is weird. I was in my old house, and I was also at the arena at the same time. So
I don't even know how that happens, man.
I don't either. I wish I could explain it. The second they can start recording dreams down to rewatch, none of it's going to make any sense.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good save by Frankie on Bertuzzi.
Red Wings just keep pushing here.
Yeah, they have. I think right now I'm just hoping we make it to the third period still with the lead.
Yeah, I mean, hoping to get some energy here. I'd love to see what Money Puck is saying about this game, but they're just not doing anything for it right now. I want to see how much the deserve to win meter shifted. They got all the other games going right now, but we're still in preview.
Sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
Dude, they're talking about. I totally forgot the Stadium Series is happening this weekend.
That's this weekend?
Yeah.
I could have gone my entire life and not even realized that.
Yeah. They're playing it in Nashville, which that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Just what a random matchup.
Yeah.
Nashville and Tampa.
Well, it's raining in Nashville right now, so I can't imagine how the ice is going to be.
I can't either. I mean, why Tampa? I get they're the defending champs and everything, but is this a matchup we can sell?
I would have much rather seen Tampa and Florida. That would have been cool.
Wait, why do we do these and then just never advertise them? I never understood why we just
That was
don't
the first
advertise.
ad I'd seen in a while about it, and that's because it's TNT. I mean, TNT's doing the game.
Yeah, I only remembered last week they're doing an outdoor one with Buffalo and Toronto.
Yeah,
Look
because
at
they
this.
released the jerseys.
2-on-1 with Val Nichushkin and Comfort. Thomas Greiss gets over and makes the save on that. But first, real dangerous opportunity for the Avalanche this period.
Well, they need to take more advantage. I mean, the Red Wings are just like the Avs. They love to have their defensemen jump up in the play.
Yeah.
So you're going to have those opportunities every once in a while, and you got to take advantage of them.
Yeah, and they're pressing right now. Again, Tyler Bertuzzi pushes this one all the way behind the cage. He had Hronek with him on the opposite side. I mean, if you can take advantage and get some turnovers, you can definitely get some odd man rushes coming.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen it. The Avs, Red Wings have had multiple 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s this period. So that's another defenseman I feel like is underrated. I really like Philip Hornacek, or Philippe Hornacek, however you say his name.
It's Philip Hronek.
Hronek, sorry. See, I got it wrong twice.
You're close, though. You had the first name right once.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get there.
We'll get there. But yeah, Hronek's been pretty solid for them. I mean, it's just because the Red Wings haven't been great the last couple of years. He kind of flies under the radar.
Yeah, he signed a really good deal. I mean, he's making pretty decent money for it. So I liked him. I had him on my fantasy team last year. He was a secret stud because he took a lot of penalties.
Always good to have those.
Yeah.
See, Keith, is it me? But every time I have to go to the restroom, I'm gone 30 seconds, come back, and there's a score. I always miss it. You're telling me the one time in my life I've ever watched hockey in class was on Monday when we played the Bruins. And when I watched the game, it was 5-0 Boston. The 5-minute intermission it took me to walk to my next class, Nathan McKinnon had the power play goal. It's tradition. Every time you get up, you're going to miss a goal. Every time.
That's just how it works, man.
That's why our live streams are so low scoring.
Yeah, because we're watching the entire time.
We're here the whole time.
That seems about right.
Our last one was 2-0. The gold medal game was 2-1. The Dallas one
was awesome, though.
Yeah, Dallas one was 4-0, but those were two late goals.
Yeah, that was still a low-scoring game.
And you left during the third one, remember?
That's right. I forget why I left. Why did I leave? Because
your connection was like suffering.
Freaking out.
Yeah, it was freaking out. I told you to just leave and come back. You were gone for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So again, proving that point.
Yeah. Well, we got you right there. Who said that comment again? I don't have the screen up.
That was Keith.
Keith, I feel you, man.
Yeah, it's just going to happen every single time, no matter what you do.
For around the league, it's still 2-1 in Tampa Bay, Edmonton, and I had the over, so I'm sweating it out a little bit.
Oh, boy. Yeah, they're showing the Avalanche after regulation losses so far this season. The only time they've lost after a regulation loss was the beginning of the season in Washington and Florida. Every single time they have bounced back from a regulation loss, at least with a win.
Yeah, at least with a win.
Yeah. And 6-0 record, outscoring opponents 26-9 since the Florida game in Florida. Have not lost 2 regulation games in a row since games 2 through 4 of the season.
So you're saying this team's pretty good.
You can take that message, certainly.
Yeah. Tampa Bay just scored Braden Point. I don't know if you played him in daily fantasy.
I have not. I have Kucherov tonight.
Yeah, it was Braden Point. 3-1 Tampa Bay.
Very nice, as we all kind of predicted. Still 2-1 here between Colorado and Detroit. Colorado looking to get an answer here. It's been all Detroit so far in this one, or at least in the second period so far. But some nice possession here. See if we can make something happen with it if we get down to the final 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, this top line I feel like I haven't even seen him on the ice this period.
I kind of feel the same. I feel like I haven't really either. Right now, you got Berkey out there with Landeskog and Rantanen. I still feel like Berkey's going to get one here.
Yeah, he's due.
Well, it looks like we got a power play coming up for the Avalanche. Looks like Berkey might have drawn a penalty there.
We'll take that.
Red Wings clearly don't like it. We'll see what the call is. I believe it's a cross check from what I saw. I watched that live. I don't really know if that's much of a penalty, but
yeah, no, that's not.
Yeah. I watched that live.
I thought it was a good hit.
When they show it from that angle, he clearly checked down a little bit. So I wouldn't have called that a penalty, but I guess you can make the argument that it's. I don't know.
130%. That's not a penalty in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, it's not. And cross-checking in the playoffs, you're out of your mind.
Yeah.
They never call that.
Holy shit! Nazem Kadri didn't get kicked out of the face-off circle.
Wow, I mean, blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
Yeah.
There's a shot from the point from Kale that almost got through Thomas Greiss, but he gets back to cover it up.
I'd love to say Greiss has looked better, but he's just literally hasn't seen the puck.
He hasn't had any shots thrown in this way. His shots are 20-16 for Detroit. I believe we had 13 after the end of last period.
I think so. That sounds about right.
I can find that real quick while they get set for another face-off.
I think Cale Makar is low-key due for a goal too.
He is too, honestly. I feel like he's still going to get stuff here. But yeah, shots in this period are 13-5 for Detroit.
Yeah.
Probably 13-6 now. Let's see. Oh, boy, you got JT in the McKinnon spot all the way over there, and no one on Detroit is bothering to cover him.
Yep.
Oh, poor JT. Oh, did he get? Oh, that one just went through the crease. He almost had that impossible angle. Oh, I'm going to want to see the replay on that. How did that one not end up going in? He almost had that. That's harder to do, to throw that one through the crease like that.
I don't think it hit anyone either.
No, I don't. I think he just straight up got clean through the crease.
They tried that seam pass to him.
He did again. They're looking for him. He's had his opportunities halfway through the power play now. It's definitely not the same without McKinnon.
No. I mean, you're missing a top 3 player in the world.
Yep. Landeskog shoots that one up and out of play. 53 seconds left to go in the power play. 3:39 to go in the second period. Well, thank you, Keith. That's very nice. You guys are very knowledgeable. I learned so much listening to you during the game. We appreciate that, man. That means a lot.
That's crazy to think, because we're just two guys talking about hockey.
Yeah. I mean, thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Still feels weird when people say that to me.
Yeah. Throws me off a little bit.
I don't feel that way, but regardless. 50 seconds left on the power play. Detroit wins the draw. Sammy G will keep it in. Second power play unit on for the Avalanche. Now you got Berkey out there with Newhook, Sammy G, and Devon Tays at the points, with Val Nichushkin working down low in front of the net. Val has it. He'll work it back for Berkey on the opposite wing. I mean, he's got to find a way to make some space for that wrist shot.
Yeah, he's got to get the shot, man.
He's got to get there soon.
They look for Newhook a lot in this bumper roll.
It works a lot of the time, too.
It works, but, that was there. It was there if Nichushkin can receive that puck. Yep. This is where it works a lot more with Sammy G has the puck.
Yeah, just fumbled on a little bit. 10 seconds left on this power play for the Avs. Devon Tays will have it at the point. Work it back for Girard, firing that one on goal. Deflected wide by Val, and that will do it for this power play, but the Avalanche still on the attack. Berkey has it along the boards as we're back to even strength, 5-on-5. Looking to press the attack. Alex Newhook has it again, back for Devon Tays again. And the Red Wings trying to get this one back up and out of the zone, and they will send it all the way down, and that will be an icing on the Red Wings.
That was a good shift. I know the power play didn't score there, but that was a good power play.
That was a better power play than the first one.
Yeah.
Much better.
100% better, but still need this next goal is huge. I said that about the 2-1 goal. So we need this goal here.
Yeah, just one of the few things the Avalanche have had trouble with this season is getting that third goal to really put teams away before the other team ties it.
Yep, and it's okay. I mean,
that's much more problems to have. They jump out 2-0 a lot.
Yeah,
but very, very little do they make it 3-0.
It's hard to get that third goal, man. Oh, where'd that puck? Oh, Greiss has it.
Up in the net. 2:13 to go in the second period. Still 2-1 for the Avs, getting their shots on goal, getting some opportunities again for really the first time all period.
Yeah, this has been a much better last 3 or 4 minutes, I'd say.
Yeah, much better. I mean, the power play doesn't hurt too.
Yeah, power plays help, but they built some momentum. Hopefully we can get this goal here.
It'd be nice to go into the third period with a 2-goal lead.
Yeah.
Not have Detroit as successful as they have been in this period. At least give something to stifle that momentum.
Yeah, I think they've done a good job recently. But now you need to capitalize on it. That's a good move by Landy.
You got Nazem Kadri out there with Rantanen and Landeskog now instead of Berkey. I like that better.
Yeah, well, I think it's just because Berkey was just out there for the power play.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, why not at that point?
Yeah.
All right, Miko's going to work that one over. Fire that one on goal. Does Nas have it? And he does.
Let's
Nazem
go,
Kadri
baby.
buries it at even strength. And the Avalanche get that 2-goal lead back after Detroit was in control for pretty much the entire period. Top line, Landeskog, Rantanen, and Kadri get it done. Looked like a pretty harmless shot from Rantanen through traffic, and Greiss loses track of it as it hits Zadina. And Zadina looks like he broke Nazem Kadri's stick, but Kadri's still able to shovel it home and make this 3-1.
That's huge, man.
That's a big goal. No, it doesn't even look like it hit anyone. It looked like it hit Greiss, and he just fumbled it.
We will take that all day, man. Dude, I don't know what it is about the Avs social team. They have replied to 6 of my tweets tonight.
They know you're one of the big financiers of this team.
I'm going to – should I text them and tell them to put out our stream?
Couldn't hurt.
Oh, man. I'm going to do it. We'll see what they say.
Couldn't hurt.
Yeah, let's see.
All right. Puck is down for the final minute 40 of this second period. 2-goal lead for the Avalanche. Again, Jeremy is right. The boys are buzzing. One for the good guys, and watch for a high-flying third period. I mean, they certainly have to have their confidence back at this point. I feel like the Red Wings gave them pretty much all they could handle, and they're still going to come out of this with a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, I mean, this was that goal's huge. I just such a weight off my shoulders with that.
Yeah, I feel much better going into the third period with that. See if this fourth line can bring some energy here as we're down to the final 60 seconds of this period. Darren Helm will chase this one down. Love to see Darren Helm if he can get on the board if he can.
That'd be poetic. That was the word I was looking for.
Man, Logan O'Connor, he's still having a strong night so far.
He really is. He's played well, and that's what Coach Bednar's been asking for.
Yeah, last couple of games, he's been asking for a lot more from the third and fourth lines, not just defensively, but offensively as well. And to some extent, they've answered the bell a bit, but always could be more too.
Yeah. So it's been good. I sent the tweet, by the way, Griffin. That's why I was a little distracted there. So we'll see.
So if we get 6,000 people in here at one point, we'll know what it is.
Yeah, we'll know what it is, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
I mean, they for some reason, I do not know why they reply to all my tweets, but that team loves me and I love them. So it's a mutual love. There's nothing creepy or stalkerish about it.
No, not at all. Not at all. But that'll do it for the second. Nope, 0.4 seconds left now as they'll call that one again. And we have got a penalty call here, so we're not done with this period at all.
Was it on Detroit or was it because EJ definitely got tripped, but then EJ tripped someone else?
Yeah, we'll see what they end up calling here because they end up with 3 guys down on the ice. You have Rasmussen taking out Johnson by the legs, and then you have Johnson while he's down taking Nemesnikov down. They might end up evening this out, honestly. Or no, just looks like it'll be Rasmussen in the box.
All right.
Colorado will start the third period with 2 minutes on the power play.
We'll take that all day.
All right. I mean, that after how that second period went for the most part, this could be way worse right now, going on with a 2-goal lead and then at worst case scenario, a free 2 minutes to start the period.
Yeah, I mean, why are you even about Bednar's drawing up a play?
Yeah, we'll draw up this playbook like it's anything other than win the faceoff and shoot.
I don't even think you have time to shoot.
Yeah, it's for Naz, it's literally just shoot right off the draw.
That's awesome. We need the power play's been struggling a little bit. We need a little bit of life here. This is a good chance to get it. By the way, Tampa Bay scored twice. It's 4-1 now.
Oh boy.
So
tell me at least Kucherov got one.
It looks like Corey Perry.
Oh, it actually does work for me because I had Perry as a cheap player tonight.
Yeah. So Corey Perry scored. So it's 4-1, just like we all expect. I mean, Edmonton's actually out shooting to Tampa Bay 19-14.
Well, isn't that the story with Edmonton? They just can't get saves ever. Doesn't matter who your head coach is if you can't stop a puck.
Yep, that's a problem. That's a big problem. So,
all right. And we are done here with the second period in Detroit. The Avalanche get a late one from Nazem Kadri to make it 3-1. Philip Zadina with the goal for the Red Wings. And 3-1 after 40 minutes around the league. The Jets and Stars tied at 1 late in the second period. Jamie Benn with that goal for the Stars, shorthanded. Like Christian mentioned, 4-1 for Tampa Bay. Connor McDavid with the lone goal for the Oilers. Pat Maroon, Steven Stamkos, Braden Point, and Corey Perry for Tampa. And 2-0 Montreal over the Buffalo Sabres. Nick Suzuki with both of them.
good for Montreal. I felt bad for the players. It's like they were in a no-win situation, and they needed. Oh man, that goal that Helba gave up was bad.
I'll have to catch up on that.
Oh, sorry, I got totally distracted. That was bad. Jamie Benn just slid it 5-hole. He didn't even move. That was bad. We've seen 2 bad goals tonight, but we'll rock and roll. I forgot what we were talking about beforehand, man. What were we
were just talking about scores.
Oh, okay.
Regardless, we got the Nas supporters in chat. Jeremy saying boom, and watch how Nas works the puck behind the net right before the goal. I mean, is there anything he's doing wrong this season at all? He's done everything perfectly.
I'm trying to find something. I don't think he does.
Yeah, fights off the defender with one glove, basically. He's just been perfect.
He's been great. It's going to be a bummer to lose him, but yeah, we'll see.
All right, and we're at the end of the second period here, catching up on the rest of these. And Jacob's got a troll account of his own in here right now, too. It's an epidemic happening in our chat.
Who?
It's one impersonating Jacob this time.
I don't know who that could be.
It's either Jacob or a mystery man.
Okay. Zach Hyman just scored 4-2.
Oh, man, I might actually be winning a lot of money in this Tampa game because Hyman's the only Oilers player I have in that.
Yeah, Zach Hyman just scored.
Yep, Front Row Productions, there needs to be a minimum of 4 fights per game, especially in Detroit, Colorado, just for old time's sake.
Yeah, I mean, I want Detroit to be good because I miss that rivalry. It'll never be the same because they're in the same conference anymore.
It'll never be. It's a fun little memory.
It was probably the greatest rivalry in NHL history, I'd say.
Yeah, just because there's a lot of rivalries based on location and everything, and just historically, that one was just pure rage game after game.
Hatred.
Just pure organic. We want to destroy these guys.
Yeah, and here we go. I mean, it's going to get back. I mean, I definitely think that the Wild have replaced a little bit of that hatred in Vegas now too for the Avs, but there was nothing like Vegas or Detroit, Colorado.
Nothing will ever erase that rivalry.
Yeah, it was the best rivalry.
All right, and good to have you back in chat, my friend, as we get ready for our second break here on our live stream of the Avalanche and the Red Wings. Avalanche up 3-1 as we get ready for the third and final period. We're going to take a moment, stretch our legs, get some water, make sure the dogs aren't too mad at us, and be back in just a moment. All right, and we are back here in the second intermission between the Avalanche and the Detroit Red Wings. Avalanche up 3-1, shots on goal 22-20 for the Avalanche, taking back the lead in shots after what was not a very great period to start. But the shots on goal in the second finish 13-10 for Colorado. Colorado picks up the final 5 shots of the period, and we're getting ready for what should be a pretty interesting third.
It should be an interesting third. I'm really, really excited for it. This should be. This should be. I'm reading the chat. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Let's make this very clear right now. If you're making more of these troll accounts, they're going to get blocked immediately. I'm going to talk to Isha after this stream. It was funny once. It's not funny anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
It's wild, but it should be a good period. I'm really looking forward to it. We should see a good period. I think the Red Wings are going to come out pretty strong. I thought they played a really good second period, but hopefully the Avs can build off the momentum from that end of that third period, because that was more like the Avs that we had seen in the first period.
Yeah, they definitely took their foot off the gas for a little bit here, and still managed to come out of it with the 2-goal lead they brought into the period. Definitely could have been a lot worse. And this is not
Frankie made some big saves.
Yeah, Frankie's made some big saves. This is not the Detroit team of old. They are playing real hard. They've got a lot of talent now.
Yeah, they have a lot of talent, and I hate saying so many nice things about the Red Wings. It feels criminal.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either, but they have a lot of positive things going for them. And the only way we ever face them in the playoffs again is if it is the Stanley Cup final, which I'm sure I will go back to hating with all of my heart.
Yeah.
But I like what they're building. I've always liked Steve Yzerman as a GM. I never liked him as a player, but as a GM, he's a damn good GM. I also love how the Tampa Bay GM now, who is it? What's his name? Why am I blanking on his name? Breezewell. He gets all the credit for building those teams when it was straight up just Steve Yzerman's teams.
Yeah. I mean, Steve Yzerman, Breezewell has done a great job supplementing those teams. Yzerman, you cannot deny just how good that guy is at building teams. He built Tampa Bay essentially from the ground up for several years and has only taken a couple years with Detroit to build them. Because remember back when they had Ken Holland, it took a long time for them to get out of it. All of a sudden, Yzerman comes in. It's actually not as big of a problem as it looks.
No, when you can actually develop your talent and you have a good scouts and you find those players in the 4, 5, 6 range. I mean, they're kind of doing what the Avs did. The Avs lucked out. I'm not going to say the Avs were great at scouting, but I mean, they got Mikko Rantanen at 10. You luck into McKinnon at number 1. You draft the best player in their draft with Cale Makar at 4. Landy was the 2nd or 3rd overall pick. I think he was 2nd, right?
Mm-hmm. He was.
The Avs had a ton of top 10 picks, and they hit on most of them. I mean, the only one you can argue that they didn't hit on was Tyson Jost, and it's not like he's a bad player. He's just not lived up to a top 10 pick skill level.
Right. And also, if you look at this team, it's actually not a lot of players that we've drafted. It's a monument to just how well Sakic has built this team. Landeskog, 2nd overall, 2011. Rantanen, 10th overall in 2015. Obviously, you had McKinnon drafted 1st overall in 2013. But Burakovsky was a trade. Val, we just straight up signed him. Kadri was a trade. We got Comfer in a trade. Jost was 10th overall in 2016. Newhook, which is an amazing pick, 16th overall in 2019. And Logan O'Connor was an ELC. We traded for McDermott. We signed Darren Helm. You look at our defense, Devon Tays was a trade. Cale Makar, obviously a draft. Bo Byram, draft pick. But also Sam Girard, we traded for him. We got Eric Johnson in a trade. And we've built a lot of this team through trades.
Yeah, we did. And it's been really good. We forget about Bowen Byram. He was drafted, which good news. He's skating again, which is just I don't even care if he plays again. I'm glad he's just out skating. That's just, it makes me feel better to know that he's feeling better to skate. I know there's no chance in hell he plays for at least another month and a half, but I'm so happy to see that. I don't know what your thoughts are on that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was looking at chat again. I got distracted. But
no, you're good. But that's personally, I've been so excited to see Bo Byram at least skating again.
Yeah, and it's like what Bednar said. The road to recovery is never a straight one, and we'll see where it goes. I'm not expecting him back anytime soon. Just the fact that he's out on the ice at all is a great step. To me, is if it's by the playoffs, great. Essentially a trade deadline addition.
Yep. If it happens, awesome. If not, I mean, I would love to see Bo Byron back selfishly as a fan, but I want the kid to have a good life, and he gets to live a pain-free life because he's 20, man. Like he's younger than you, and you're young.
Younger than me. Like it's the crazy part of me, like growing up still, is I still have to get used to players being younger than me.
It takes a minute, trust me.
Yeah, I know. But like his brain's still developing. For him to have the magnitude of concussions that he's had already at this point in his life, like that can screw you up for the rest of your life.
Yeah. And we saw, I mean, most recently, Sidney Crosby. I mean, there is some good luck with it, but then there's also players who never recover from it. And it's just, it's a scary situation. And just seeing him on the ice, that brought such a smile to my face. Like, that was just such great news.
Yeah. Like, if he does come back this season, it'll be such a boost to this team to have him back. And not just to mention his raw skill set as he's a great addition to this team. Whenever he does come back, it'll make this defense even better.
Yeah. And I look back when he did play this year, when he came back before he caught that elbow from Bo Horvat. I watched that Columbus Blue Jackets game where he had 2 goals. He was the best player on the ice.
Yeah.
With Nathan McKinnon and Cale Makar on the ice. I don't know if Makar was playing. I take that back. But he was the best player on the ice that night.
Yeah, and even like I honestly don't remember if Makar was playing that game, but even if he wasn't, that makes it even more impressive. There was no ladder for him. That was just all him at that point. Honestly, I still remember that game as being one of the most dominant games a player has had for this season, for this entire season for this team.
Unreal, and he would have been a Calder favorite, I'd think, if he didn't get hurt. I really do. So
yeah, it's really unfortunate because he definitely could have had a case. I still think Seider would have ended up winning it just because of the role he plays on the Red Wings right now. But Byron, he could have made a case for himself. He was getting
that good.
Yeah, he's been that good.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm hopeful for the kid. Take your time, Bo. I doubt there's any chance in hell you hear this, but just know that we take your time, man. We want you back healthy, and that's all we really want. Because it's just so just exciting to see how good he is at this young of an age. But we'll have to keep our fingers crossed with him.
Yeah, I mean, he just has all the potential in the world, and you never want any of that to be compromised by brain injuries. And just it's like I said, it's how young he is.
That's
forget his career, the quality of life. Like there's a life that comes outside of hockey as well. And it would be a shame if this ended up affecting him long term. So I even if he doesn't come back this season at all, I'm fine with that. As long as he's fully healthy for next season, and it honestly might be better that way too.
Yeah,
he'll have been off since it's essentially November.
Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, and Jacob, don't worry, I got you, buddy. Thank you for pointing out that the profile picture was more zoomed in because I wasn't looking close enough. But yeah, I got you.
These trolls can sometimes look pretty similar. So
yeah, I mean, it's really not funny. So
no,
it's not even like a good joke either. It's just like you're pretending to be someone like that.
Yeah, it's a pain. But we digress. We're getting closer and closer to puck drop.
Yep, getting ready for the third period here. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined us, whether you just joined us or you've been here since puck drop. We do appreciate it. If you've enjoyed the stream so far, feel free to leave a like, or if you like what we're doing here at the Hockey Podcast Network, feel free to subscribe. We got another watch along coming with the Washington Capitals and the New York Rangers tomorrow with Bob of the Bob Matthews podcast. And we will be back on, it's Saturday, right? Against the Vegas Golden Knights
after the Stadium Series, which we've done more marketing for than the NHL.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't even know it was this weekend.
Yeah, no, it's just not a good game, quite frankly. Like Nashville's really strong. I mean, I know they just beat Florida, but they aren't, they've cooled down significantly since their run earlier in the year. Tampa Bay is Tampa Bay. Like, I want to doubt Tampa Bay, but I just know they're going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals again.
Yeah, at very least. I still think it's going to be the Avs and Tampa in the final.
Yeah, that'd be a fun series. I mean, we've saw two games between those teams, and they've been arguably some of the best games of the year.
And give me 7 games of that second Tampa game from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was fantastic hockey. So I see that. I still see, I like Florida a lot, and I like Carolina a lot.
Something about Florida, I like them. I love watching them. There's just something about it that like they might win a round, but I don't know. I just don't see them going that far.
I love them.
And I want to be wrong. I like Florida a lot, and it would be great to see them go far and win.
Yeah, I love Florida. It'd be fun to see a Florida-Colorado Stanley Cup final. Because in that first time out, the Avs and Florida matched up. It wasn't a particularly close game. That's because the Avs had JoJo in net.
Yeah, and missing all the players. But plus, we were just bad when we started the season. Then the second time we played the Panthers, the Berkey hat trick, like the friggin' last time he scored a goal. But that was one of the best games of the season. Florida made it close towards the very end. You had the Berkey hat trick to put them up ahead. Ton of energy in that game. That would be a crazy fun final.
Oh, I'd love that final. That would be just a fantastic final. But we still have a lot of hockey left. I still think Vegas and Calgary are going to, like, this playoffs is shaping up to be one of the best playoffs we've seen in a while.
It really, especially after the last 2 seasons of just bizarre playoffs of obviously the bubble and then the divisional playoffs from last year. I think we're going to have some banger matchups. I mean, you look at the first round matchups right now, all of them are amazing. If you go by my points percentage, which is how I always do it just because it's more fair that way, I think the worst one would be ours. It would be us in LA. And even then, that would still be an interesting series.
Yeah, LA's definitely been better than we both thought.
Yeah. And even then, I still think Dallas comes in and takes that spot. But regardless, that's what it is right now. They have Minnesota, St. Louis, which would be a lot of fun.
I got Mini in 5.
5, interesting.
Yeah.
I like that too.
I hate that I like Minnesota as much as they do, but they're a damn good hockey team.
I mean, if they're going to be stubborn and continue to start Cam Talbot, we'll see.
I hate it that I do like Minnesota.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've said this all year about the Blues that I feel like they're going to do something. I feel like I've kind of changed my tune on that a little bit now.
Yeah, I don't think they will, man.
Now that I've thought about it more, it's just like they're fine.
They're a good team. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. If they get like a Claude Giroux or something like that, they're going to be even better.
They need a defenseman.
Yeah, they need defensemen. And Ville Husso's been good. Do I think he can play that way the rest of the year? TBD.
We'll see. But yeah, we were getting ready to come back for the third period here. Just making sure I remember to say it this time. But yeah.
Hang on, let's see where are you at. I'm at Nazem Kadri talking at center ice right now.
Nazem Kadri, he's skating towards center ice. I have no clock yet, so.
All right, good. I'm not super far behind.
All right, they're getting ready to take the draw.
Can we talk about the fact before this period gets started? Why is it the Kings and Coyotes as a second game on TNT right now?
I don't know. I really don't. They're really pushing the Coyotes this year.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't either.
But okay, sorry, that's totally off topic. But let's go. The Avs. I forgot the Avs were on the power play.
Regardless, puck is down. Avalanche on the power play to start this period. Hopefully to make it 4-1 to start out. Look who we got back in chat once again, coming back from our gold medal stream. Not bad at all for the Avs. I consider Detroit to be one of those strong teams that consistently makes the playoffs. I mean, definitely about a decade ago, they made it for 25 straight years. They've missed for, what did we say earlier, 6 straight years at this point, but they're getting closer. They're definitely getting there at this point, and they're not going to make it this year just because the top 8 in the East is so good, and it's locked in. It's not changing at all. And I mean, next year, if you have a couple of teams fall off, they can definitely get there. Good chance for Landeskog turned aside and cleared all the way out by Seider, but they're getting there as Seider shoots that one up into the bench. Good save for Nedeljkovic.
Oh, I was like, wait a second. They put Nedeljkovic in the game?
No, don't have to. He's making better saves than Greiss is.
Nope. That's pretty wild stat they're showing right now. Most goals on the road.
Avalanche number 1 at 3.75 ahead of Tampa, Toronto, and Florida. All Atlantic teams.
I mean, that's just how it seems to go this year in the NHL. It's like Avs and then the entire Eastern Conference.
Yeah, it pretty much is. It's us, the entire Eastern Conference, and then like Minnesota on the outside.
Yeah.
And Vegas will climb back in there too. So will Calgary.
Yeah, Vegas will be good. Topped up for JT Stick.
Get to what Jacob's got here. I think the NHL should do something where all the teams that miss the playoffs go against each other to see what team was the best team to miss the playoffs, yay or nay. It would certainly be a fun thing in concept. I don't think any player would ever agree to do that, but
I think it'd be fun if they did that. The winner of that tournament gets the number 1 pick.
That's what I was thinking of. I read you ever read like what Viz Hockey says on gold drafting?
No.
on how when a team is mathematically eliminated from the playoffs or they declare themselves eliminated, they start accumulating points. And whoever has the most points gets the first overall pick.
I don't hate that. I'd rather have like the two worst teams. Like, wouldn't it be hilarious if Montreal and Buffalo played again at the end of the year, just like a day before the playoffs start, and the winner gets the number one pick?
Yeah, that would be a ton of fun.
Like, that'd be so much fun.
There's so much you can do with drafting and stuff like that. Like the way gold drafting would work is like right now, I think Buffalo would have the first overall pick. I think it's like the way he does it. A team drops under 1% to make the playoffs, they start accumulating points.
Buffalo's going to be good too. I know we talked about that. They're going to be good in a couple. I hope they are.
They deserve to be.
Yeah, they deserve to be.
There's a changing of the guard coming in the league pretty soon.
Oh yeah, especially in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah,
like the West, I'd say it's still going to be Vegas and Colorado for at least the next 3 years. But in the East,
Val with a chance, and Val scores on the feed.
Oh baby, what a pass by Berkey.
And 4-1 for the Avalanche, cutting Christian off mid-sentence. But the Avalanche take an early 3-goal lead in the third period. Val Nichushkin gets back on the board, and the top 6 strikes again. Berkey works on the second line and nowhere else. And what a great
pass by him too, dude.
Val. Even better finish from Nichushkin. Deacon Grice out of his jock and finishing that one on his backhand, threading that through a ton of defenders. Great control by Val to stick that one into the back of the net to make this a 4-1 lead for the Avs.
That's exactly how we want this period to start, man. Like they put their foot on the gas, and that should be the death blow. It should,
but
we'll see.
It should be. You never really know.
The Avs are definitely going into the shell now, up 3.
Yeah, up 3 on the road. Yeah. They kind of just want to get out of here at this point and get to that home game against Winnipeg coming up.
Which Winnipeg's tied at 1, starting the third period. A huge game for playoff ramifications.
Christ almost lost that one.
Oh, would that have been McDermott's goal? It would have been.
Would have been McDermott's goal.
God, I love that guy.
He's out there on the fourth line. See, Keith, I like what the guy said. Maybe wild card game with a couple teams out of the playoffs would be. We talked about this last episode with a play-in tournament between like the 7 through 10 seeds. I personally wouldn't be a fan of. If you're not in after 82 games, you just don't deserve to be.
Yeah, I mean, in the West, it makes more sense. In the East, it's a significant drop off after the top 8.
I mean, like regular season's already completely meaningless in the playoffs.
Yeah.
This would just make it more so.
Yeah, I would love to see a playoff for the number 1 pick. Like, talk about making electric TV. That would be must watch. Like, I'd watch that every day.
Yeah, that'd be a ton of fun.
And it would take tanking out of it, because I guess you could tank to the play-in. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You could tank.
You gotta be good at some point.
Yeah. Like right now, Montreal would be a lock for the number 1 pick the way they're playing.
Yeah. Oh boy, now my stream's buffering now.
Man,
I don't know why all my connection's a problem all of a sudden, but now we're
it happens, man. It's either mine or yours. We can't have nice things, man. Come on.
It's fine. See, Canucks with a huge game tomorrow. Can they beat Calgary? Probably not. But
is it in Calgary or is it in Vancouver?
I was just about to check that. It is in Vancouver, I believe.
I actually really like Vancouver in that game.
I mean, they definitely can. I mean, was Calgary on a 10-game winning streak right now?
Yeah, they're due for a loss.
Maybe not against the Canucks.
I'm telling you, man, I really like the Canucks in that game. I don't know why.
What? Well, it's your money.
Yeah, I really do. I'm going to hate it, and I'm going to hate losing it, but I really like them in that game for some reason.
I mean, we lost to the Coyotes. Anything can happen.
Yeah. Come on. All I'm cheering for now is a Berkey goal.
I know. That was a great pass from him to set up that Val goal. He's got to be feeling it a little bit more now.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this on the pod. It's not like he's not producing. It's
he's been fine. He just hasn't been able to score.
Yeah. Which is what he's known for, which is kind of a bummer.
Let's get to some of these here. 15 minutes to go in the third period. Let's see. Ask Canada, they're so steeped in tradition. It's molasses to get anything done in this league. It's what we were talking about. The NHL doesn't do anything.
Never.
Yeah, another one for the good guys. If the NHL was to make a new team, where would they look first? I'm hoping Halifax, Nova Scotia gets an NHL team, but I don't think they will. I mean, they probably look at, I'd say, Houston, Kansas City, or Quebec even.
I think Quebec would be my personal choice. I'd love to see Quebec get one.
Quebec would be like the funnest choice, but Kansas City, you'd want to establish a market there. Houston's one of the most populated cities in the country. Certainly wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, I
think it's going to be a while before we get any new expansion teams.
Yeah, at least 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I'd probably go like 8, maybe 10.
You think 8?
Yeah. I mean, 32 is a nice number.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to mess with that for a while.
I don't see any teams relocating either. I mean, we talked about this on the pod. Arizona's not moving.
No, I mean, and if Arizona's not moving, no one is.
Yeah.
Like things have to be so horrific that no owner in the world wants to keep that team there. And the Coyotes management wants to keep them there. And there's not going to be any other team in the league that doesn't want their team in their city. Maybe Eugene Melnick, because he said that before, but dude's
who's he the owner of?
Senators.
Oh,
dude's kind of nuts.
I mean, the Senators, my love for the Senators.
Yeah.
I love the Senators.
But yeah.
Outside of the Avs, they're probably my number 2. Which is quite funny that I go from cheering for one of the best teams to perpetually one of the worst.
And it all balances out at the end, doesn't it? It all balances out. Let's see. Do you have a chance to get another Connor McDavid? What would you do? I mean, like in free agency or by trade?
Because just by draft. Like if I knew Connor McDavid was coming out in the draft again,
you tank.
Yeah, I'd tank my ass off.
You do what the Sabres did, and you strip it down to the bare bones and hope to get them.
Yeah, I'm tanking my ass off for Connor.
Absolutely.
And Edmonton's going to blow it with him too, which is going to be hilarious.
I love watching Curtis McDermott behind the net. He's so funny.
He's just the best, man. I want him on the podcast, man. I just want him on the podcast.
We're going to have to try it. Maybe if they have some off time here, we can find a way to get him on, or maybe in the off season.
He has no social media, man. I don't know how to reach out to him.
He's always 2 steps ahead of us.
Yeah. I have nothing. I don't know what he is, but I got to get him on the show, man.
We gotta find a way to get it done.
Him, or I think Valerie Nichushkin would be hilarious.
I'd take anybody on the show.
Yeah. I would as well.
Let's see. Your optimism really surprised me. I was expecting you to write off Vancouver entirely, considering where both teams are in their conference. Wraparound from Newhook just didn't go.
Oh.
O'Connor trying to bang that in on the wraparound couldn't go too. Get to your comment in just a second, but Newhook almost made it 5-1 here. And
this third line's been fantastic, man.
The third line's been just amazing so far. Tyson Jost with the goal, and Newhook almost with one there as well. Yeah, I mean, Kristen's coming from Calgary has to lose eventually, right? Oh, there's a nice play for the Red Wings, just going over the stick of Rasmussen.
But yeah, I mean, my thought with the Canucks is I really like Bruce Boudreau. I like the way the Canucks play. I think they have the players. I really just like Thatcher Demko a lot too. I just think that's a must win for the Canucks. So I like the Canucks in that game. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you don't always need a reason. Gut feeling is enough.
And that's why I really liked Ottawa last night. I won a lot of money off them on money line.
Yep,
so
them to beat the Wild. And I mean, the Avalanche are pushing real hard here,
which is surprising.
Yeah, you got the top line on now. You got Rantanen out there with Landeskog, and it looks like Berkey's back on there. Berkey looking to pick that one up.
Oh, that's just his season right now, man.
Oh man,
Berkey
just can't get anything right now.
Oh, that's brutal.
And he's got to get one soon, right?
He does. He's due.
Oh, he's so due. Jack Johnson has it now in the zone. Here's another opportunity for this top line. Maybe this will be the one for Berkey. Nope, he'll go for a line change now.
Man, that was a great chance.
Flash Score was trolling us. They had it 5-1 there. I thought I was waiting for a goal. Now it's back to 4.
Back at 4.
It's back
Jets
to 4 now.
Scored. They're up 2-1 now.
All right, then do we just take a penalty? Looks like we did.
Okay.
Val shaking his head. Looks like Detroit will be going back to the power play here. About halfway through the third and final period, Val Nichushkin has made it 4-1 for the Avalanche. All right. I mean, after the way that second period went, this could be going a lot worse right now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think Frankie's had a real good bounce back game. I'm interested to see. I imagine he'd get the start Friday against the Jets.
You would think so, at least. He definitely. I mean, Kemper just shut out Vegas. He definitely throw him back in there as well. Unless you want to see how both goalies look against Vegas. I don't know. If you want to start, if you want to get into like the fourth dimensional chess strategies.
Fourth dimensional chess strategies.
You want to see how both Frankie and Kemper look. I mean, but I don't know. I don't think coaches think like that.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's still Kemper's number one. I would, Jacob. What is the word on Robin Lehner, man? I know you're still.
Oh, he said something earlier.
What did he say?
I was talking earlier. Yeah, he said that he should be back sooner than people think. Certainly hope so.
Yeah, I mean, for Vegas' sake. I mean, they had Logan Thompson. Is that his name? He beat the Sharks, which, I mean, that's not hard to do, but he did. And then Brossoit, I always get his name wrong, man. Did I say it right there?
You had it there. It's Brossoit.
Brossoit. He's been good.
Yeah, he has been.
He almost outdueled Kemper in that last game. So
yeah, and Jacob's saying 1 to 2 months, so he'll be back at least for the playoffs.
I'm surprised they haven't thrown him on LTIR.
I mean, that's going to be tough down the stretch for Vegas if they're going to be a Thompson and Brossoit tandem.
It's going to be tough, but I mean, they could just I want to doubt them, but they're going to make the playoffs. They have enough talent with Jack Eichel, Pacioretty, all that stuff. They should be fine, but.
Yeah, they're good. They're going to make the playoffs. I'm just thinking purely from a winning the Pacific standpoint.
Yeah, they aren't going to win.
Calgary's going to be tough to unseat. And
yeah,
I hope Vegas does it because I do want that Calgary-Edmonton first-round series.
Oh, just so Calgary can win in 5?
But just because it'd be fun.
Yeah, it would be fun. That's the NHL's hope too.
I mean, it's either Vegas, Edmonton, or Calgary, Edmonton. Either way, the Edmonton's losing in 5.
Yeah.
I'd rather them lose to Calgary because then it's at least rivalry fun.
And it'd be funny. I'd actually like for them to get swept.
That would be. Can you imagine 2 straight years in a row they get swept in the playoffs?
That'd be hilarious, man. I would love that. Oh, that's a good shot.
Yep, Red Wings on the power play now. 10:30 to go in the second period. Puck goes out of play 16 seconds into the power play. Really think Vegas should start Logan Thompson versus bad teams, our second backup goalie versus good teams. Not a bad strat.
I mean, yeah. There's a lot of bad teams in the West, so.
Yeah. Been watching some documentaries of NHL rivalries. I'm fascinated by the Flyers versus Penguins rivalry and how it started. I can't wait till you get to Colorado and Detroit. And speaking of Detroit, Robbie Fabry scores on the power play to make it 4-2 unimpeded in front of the Nets. And it's a 2-goal game with 10:22 to go in the third period. I feel like every Red Wings game I watch, Robbie Fabry scores.
I mean, that's just how it goes, man.
Yeah, the draw one by Larkin. He's not bad at all. Draw one by Larkin back to Sider, firing that one on the point. That first shot blocked by Devon Tays. Neither Tays or Johnson picks up Fabry coming in. Tays goes down, tried to block it, and ends up sending it right back to Fabry, who sends it off of Francouz's skate and into the back of the net. I mean, I say no one picked him up. That's kind of just bad luck there more than anything.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to happen. I mean, the Avs have had a ton of bounces this game, so I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, that initial shot goes off of Tays' skate. Neither of them are really even good shots. Neither of them left the ice. And the first one goes off of Tays' skate. The second one goes off Francouz's skate and into the back of the net. And I expect the Red Wings are going to push a lot more here now. There's a good opportunity for them now again, trying to get this one in. Is Ernie digging that one out? The Red Wings are going to be on the attack now. We are halfway
5 minutes
through
here, man.
The third period. 4-2 for the Avalanche. That goal from Val Nichushkin's looking mighty important right now. Robbie Fabry with his 14th goal of the season, assisted by Sider and Larkin.
That's big. All right.
Well, got to clean it up for the rest of the night.
Yeah,
Could be much worse. I mean, 4-2 is exactly what I said the score would be, so I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm never right on my score predictions. So.
Yeah, you could win the free T-shirt, which would be hilarious.
Cale Makar cuts in there, shut down by Thomas Greiss on a mini breakaway for Cale Makar. One of his best opportunities of the last couple of games. And now we go to commercial break. The Red Wings have made it a 2-goal game here in Detroit.
Man, we're setting up. I don't think we ever have a stream that's just easy.
I don't think so. No, I can't think of any of them. I mean, the Vegas one we ended up winning, but that was a pretty tense game all the way. The Dallas one was actually kind of nice.
That was a pretty easy game.
Yeah.
Vegas one was intense all the way through.
We did the Ducks game, which was the worst.
Oh, that was brutal. That was bad.
Yeah.
To people who watched that with us, salute to you.
So sorry.
That was a bad game.
Yeah, we were so sorry.
Yeah, because you had to watch that game with us too.
Yeah, we did we did Chicago and Nashville, which were both OT games. Then the other Chicago game, there was 8 goals scored in the final period.
Yep.
Then we did Dallas, which was actually kind of nice. Then Vegas last week, which was 0-0 all the way to the third.
And then we did the gold medal game. That was fun.
Yeah, gold medal game was a lot of fun.
That was
Even then, that was a close game.
It was. That was a good game. But we'll see. I think this is going to be a little bit closer than we're anticipating.
Yeah, but maybe so.
We'll see. I just saw a stat Peter just tweeted out. That was Val tied his career high in goals with that last goal.
Of course he did, right?
Yeah.
14.
That's pretty crazy, dude.
He's getting up there.
I'm sweating out this Tampa Bay Edmonton game. I just need one more goal in the overhits. Just one more.
Let's check on these scores. We're in commercial break right now. The Jets up 2-1 over the Stars. The Stars out shooting them 30-18. Mark Scheifele with the power play goal to put them ahead. 4-2 Avalanche over the Red Wings. 4-2 Tampa Bay over the Oilers. Hyman with the goal for the Oilers since we last checked in. And 3-0 for the Canadiens over the Buffalo Sabres. Cole Caulfield continues his hot streak with his 7th goal of the season. It's 3-0 for them over in Montreal. That's what we got in chat. Main man, Danelle. What's up, guys? How's it going at work this moment? Came back yesterday from vacation. My first day back. Sorry to ask, did you get your new Avalanche jersey yet? Not yet, but it will be here soon for sure.
Yes.
James here. Hey, guys. Might do more Vancouver games. Definitely going to be doing more Vancouver games. Isha and Dylan, big Canucks fans as the heads of the Hockey Podcast Network. They love doing Canucks games from time to time. See, Jake saying Detroit is coming back. Mark my words. We'll see about that one for sure.
Oh, that was a great deflection by Mikko. That was a great save. I think he may have missed the net, I'll be honest with you. But
probably. Oh, you're ahead of me now. Yeah. I thought I missed something. See, I don't know how that always happens, but I guess I buffered for a second there.
Yeah. Oh, wow. What a save. Is that Berkey got robbed again? Yep.
I guess I'll find out in a second here. Yep, Makar. Of course, it's Berkey getting robbed there too.
Oh, is that a penalty? Did they call it?
I guess we'll find out.
Nope. We're good.
Nope. All right. They're letting us free here.
Now I've got to cool down because you usually hold back for me. I got to do the same for you.
Nah, you're fine. You're fine. Red Wings out for blood, baby. We'll see. They got 8 minutes left to get 2 goals here. We'll see where it goes. Bertuzzi with it behind the net. Third line putting the pressure on again. Sammy G keeps that one in at the points. I mean, Avalanche have responded pretty well since the Red Wings goal.
Yeah, you just got to give – if you can make it to the 5-minute timeout, I'd be feeling pretty good.
Yeah, you're doing fine at that point. Yeah. Defense has been playing well tonight. Red Wings bring this one ahead. Tyler Bertuzzi moves it. And bringing this one is Detroit's top line against the Avalanche's third line against Jack Johnson and Sam Girard. It's been a pairing for a long time now.
It has been one that we definitely didn't predict, but Jack Johnson has first bad game against Boston. I mean, we can all agree that was not his best showing, but for the first time all year, that was bad for him.
No, definitely not. Definitely not his great showing. Lucas Raymond circling this one around back for DeKaiser. His shot from the point. That rebound is covered up by Frankie on a great opportunity from the Red Wings. This game's not over yet.
Yeah, that was a little sketch, man.
Definitely a little bit. Watching top 10 Avalanche versus Wings moment in history as I speak. Yeah, it's a list for sure. And they all come in the span of like 5 years.
Yeah. It was one of the greatest playoff runs and rivalry runs of all time.
In sports history, just period.
Yeah. Offside.
See, the heritage jersey of the Sabres and Maple Leafs, even though the Leafs one is terrible, people are blaming Adidas for these designs, these jerseys, but I think it's the teams with the ideas. I mean, there's just been a ton of clunkers recently for jerseys this league. We've talked about it on streams before.
Yeah, I really like the Sabres one. The Maple Leafs one is confusing.
It's just boring.
Yeah, I mean, the Predators one for the Stadium Series is one of the worst. And I really like the Lightning's one, actually. Oh, Connor McDavid scores 4-3. Tampa
All
Bay.
right. Christian gets the over to hit in that one.
Yep. But I have the Lightning to win in my parlay, so need
Playing
to
a
have the
dangerous game.
Lightning hold on here.
Playing a dangerous game.
I know.
See, the Red Wings aren't at a level where they can come back, not up to par this season. That's apparent. They need to start strong. I mean, they're playing very well tonight. I mean, let's also remember that they're playing the best team in the NHL in the Avalanche. I mean, this is not the same Red Wings team we've seen for the last several years. They're definitely working a lot harder than they've been, and they're in games, which is important and a huge step for their development.
Yeah, I did not think that the Red Wings coach was very good, but he's shown me this year he's not terrible.
Yeah, I mean, we really should just stop doubting Steve Yzerman's decisions.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently he likes what he's doing here.
So,
and isn't he one of the longest tenured coaches in the league?
He is.
And he's not even an Yzerman guy, but Yzerman apparently likes him.
Yeah.
He's not gonna waste the fire in the coach bowl this early in the rebuild.
Yeah, there's no point.
Nope.
If he's showing that he can develop the young players, play the young players, I don't see why not. Because you're not going to win either. Whoever the coach is, you're not going to win.
Right. At least not yet.
Yeah.
And they'll get there eventually, just not yet.
Oh, that puck's free. Good play, Darren Helm.
Let's see. 6 minutes to go in the third period. And oh boy, that puck's still coming loose again. Cleared out of the zone, under 6 to play. Still 4-2 for the Avs. Moving this one ahead is Helm as he loses control. See, do you guys remember the Avalanche Red Wings rivalry fights in the 90s? Because I do. I wasn't born yet, so
I vaguely remember them.
I don't remember them live.
I was young.
I don't remember them live, but I've gone back and watched all of them, and there's not a crazier rivalry in hockey than that run.
No, there's not. It was bad blood, and it all started with a Claude Lemieux hit. Could you imagine if Lemieux would have done that hit in today's NHL? He would have been suspended for 15 games, probably.
Maybe 3. The way Peros runs it. He might get harsh and give him 4.
I don't know, man. I think he'd get suspended pretty heavily.
I mean, you never know, really.
I mean, if
Chris... it depends what the wheel lands on with player safety.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Darren McCarty, what he did, like he would have gotten suspended too in today's NHL.
Probably.
Patrick Waugh would have been suspended. They all would have been suspended.
They all would have been suspended. Or maybe
even though some of the best hockey ever played, that was but that's what's funny is those fights take away from the skill that was shown in those games. Like those games were truly like some of the best players on planet Earth were playing in those games.
Yeah. And it was great to see those matchups happen in the Western Conference Final and everything, and have those matchups carry over year after year. It's like Jeremy says, there was nothing like it, and there hasn't been anything like it since.
And there won't be anything like it for a while.
No. I mean, hopefully we get something like that again soon. I mean, that's a ton of fun.
It really is. I would not mind it at all.
Not at all.
Are we back in play? My stream's frozen.
Nope, we're still in commercial break right now.
Okay.
We're getting back to it now, down to the final 5 minutes of this one between the Avalanche and the Red Wings. Avalanche up 4-2, shots on goal, 29 apiece. Robbie Fabry with the last goal for the Red Wings. And we're back now, 5:32 to go, showing Pavel Francouz's career at home and on the road. Way better on the road in terms of save percentage.
Which is weird, but
936 versus 910.
It works. I mean, I'm not going to complain about it.
Yeah, not at all. Maybe you do start Darcy at home.
Yeah. We'll see. All right, we're about to get puck dropped down.
Yep.
Final 5 minutes. No more TV timeouts.
We're going to be here all the way up until the end. Final 5 minutes to go. See, refs jump into fights too quick before they start. So unless Gary fixes that, you're not going to see real NHL fights like back in the day. Yeah, I mean, probably.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not as much fun anymore.
Let's see. All right. I would say I like fighting. Don't get me wrong, but like it's slowly being phased out of the game, and it's not the end.
It's slowly going to get phased out of the game. It's not going to be the end of the world when it eventually does, but I don't know. We'll see where it all goes.
Dallas just scored to tie it. Tyler Seguin 2-2.
All right, so that's one to watch out in the Central Division. 5 minutes to go in this one. 2-goal lead for the Avalanche as the Red Wings try to get back in this one. as Nemesnikov sends that one up and out of play. They're going to say that one was deflected, so no delay of game.
Berkey takes a big hit from Sider. Holy cow.
Yeah, Berkey just gets laid out.
I did not see that live.
Yeah, he gets laid out once a game.
Yeah, he does.
Doesn't it seem that way?
Yeah.
At least once a game where Berkey just gets absolutely floored.
For the past couple games, it's definitely been happening a lot more. I'm noticing it a lot more.
Yeah, that's just par for the course with him recently.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We're in the final stretch here. When do you think Detroit pulls the goalie?
Probably like 2 minutes left, or maybe like 2:30.
Oh, Frankie's scaring me a little bit, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh boy, yeah, that post control is getting a little scary now. 4:30 to go. In the third period, the Red Wings on the attack here at even strength. Avalanche just trying to hold them off as that one is sent up and out of play by Danny DeKeyser. Let's see. And yeah, just finished the Red Wings and Avalanche rivalry videos. Yeah, these teams hated each other in the 90s. Wonder if anything's going to happen here. I mean, it's been a while since those days, and these teams aren't even in the same conference anymore. But you can still feel it sometimes when these two play each other. The fans certainly haven't forgotten anything.
I mean, at Ball Arena, you still boo every time the Red Wings score comes up.
Wouldn't want it any other way.
Yeah. I mean, fans don't forget.
No one will ever forget.
Pass. Holy cow.
All right. Larkin works this one around. Bertuzzi has it on the boards. And Lucas Raymond works that one around. Red Wings on the attack here in the offensive zone, trying to get this back to a 1-goal game. Larkin has it behind the net, setting that one up for Raymond. Where are you at in the stream, Christian?
I'm at 4 minutes left in the game.
I'm at 4:05 right now, so you're a few seconds ahead again.
I'm not going to say anything.
You can talk. It's a live stream.
JT. Oh, that was a good shot.
All right. Avalanche are going to bring a rush up the other way, led by the second line for Comfer again. That one will sail up and out of play again for another whistle. 3:48 to go. And as we get to the closing stages of this game, thank you so much to everyone who has joined us so far. If you've liked the stream to this point and like what we're doing here at the Hockey Podcast Network, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the page. We've got more watch-alongs coming essentially every single day. We got another one tomorrow with the Capitals and the Rangers with Bob. Me and Christian will be back on Saturday when the Avalanche take on the Golden Knights for the final time this season. And we're getting ready to finish this one up here with 3:48 to go. The big guns out for the Avalanche with Rantanen, Landeskog, and Berkey.
And you got Makar and Taves out there too.
Makar, you got the best deep pair in the league right now. And again, Berkey falls down.
Oh, get back.
Get all the way down there. 3:30 to go. Landeskog chasing that one down and trying to just, man, Berkey just can't get any luck. Once he gets one, he's going to score like 6 in 3 games.
Yep. That's how it's going to go.
Without a doubt, it's going to happen that way.
Yeah. I'm okay with this puck being stuck.
This puck is just totally frozen on the boards right now.
Tick,
Not in any rush to
go. Oh, they blew it dead.
Oh, boo. We're playing too smart.
Mikko and Pius Suter getting into it a little bit.
Mikko has a mean side that I don't think anyone really realizes. He gets into a lot of scrums.
He does.
He always does.
What is Devon Taves talking about?
He's probably not happy they blew that dead. And my screen is buffering again. I'm going to see if I can get this restarted. Perfect time for it, right?
It really is. I'm laughing at this play because it's just so funny. The puck's just literally stuck in there.
Yeah, it's literally just stuck on the boards completely.
And Pius Suter's just laying into Mikko.
I
love scrubs, dude. I love scrubs.
Well, did you see what Mikko did?
Yeah. It gave him a little crash down.
That could have been really bad for Suter if he didn't catch himself. That could have busted his knee up.
Yeah. All right, we got an empty net for Detroit.
All right, empty net with 2:59 to go. Detroit needs 2. Avalanche will look to bury one in the empty net. I hope my stream's up to date.
Berkey.
Please get it to Berkey. He needs one so badly.
Come on,
please. Please get it to him.
Mikko goes down. That puck is just floating. Holy cow. Let's get it out, Landy.
Come on. Up and out. Up and out.
Good play, Fabry.
Red Wings still dangerous here in the offensive zone. Time ticking down still with 2:35 to go in the third period. That shot from Hronek goes wide of the goal again. Lucas Raymond chases that one down. He's still got Rantanen battling for it in the corner. Interesting tandem to have out there.
Come on! Oh, he missed!
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, he missed!
Let's see this one. He gets it, controls it on the boards, tries to send it to the empty net. And this guy can't score right now.
Oh, he was so close.
That's just him in a nutshell this season. Just can't get anything to go.
It's so close. It bounces. Oh, off the outside of the post.
Just off the outside of the post. He had an extra second to line it up. It looked like it kind of flicked on him.
Yep, just a little bit.
Right as it left his stick, just enough for it to ring right off the bar. But 2:09 to go in the third period. Berkey rings it off the post on the empty net. And Detroit wins the draw once again.
Where's the puck? Oh, there it is. Okay.
See if Detroit can battle back with anything here to make this one a little more interesting as we get another whistle with 1:58 to go. Not as nerve-wracking as some of the other ones we've done recently.
Not as nerve-wracking, but it's definitely – I feel like Detroit's going to get one here.
I feel like they just might. I mean, they're pushing hard enough.
Yeah, I think this is going to – we're going to have to sweat this out here, man. Detroit's playing well.
Got to start winning some of these face-offs.
Yeah. I mean, you got Kadri out there, which should be better.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
He'll probably
if they don't just kick him right out.
Yeah.
Yep, they're kicking him out. Well, at least not yet, but they're warning him at least.
Get there, Kadri.
And nope. We don't ever win down. All right, chasing that one down. Mark Stahl sending it behind the net. Compher's going to chase it down again.
Dude, how do you call that?
Going to send that one all the way down. And are they actually going to call that icing?
Yeah, they did.
Wow. That's
breaking news. They called that icing.
That is an interesting call, but regardless, 97 seconds to go. Still a 2-goal lead for the Avs, trying to hold off this last push for Detroit. Unable to get a line change at the moment. Detroit will bring on some fresh skaters. We'll see how this one ends up. Look, we win a single draw. No, of course not. Larkin wins it for Seider. This one has it at the point, working it over once again on the boards, working it to the middle for Hronek. Back to the outside again. And out of interest, why does the goalie often leave the net? Because when you pull the goalie, you get an extra skater, so you can have it 6-on-5. You get the extra attacker out there. If you're down a goal, you're down 2. You do that out there as a pushing your chips all in, trying to get the tying goal.
Frankie.
Fabry pushes this one in, 65 seconds to go, back out to the point and sent over. Big save for Frankie on Lucas Raymond, down to the final 60 seconds of this one. Larkin sends that one towards the cage, blocked and deflected. Lucas Raymond taking a couple extra swipes at the goalie here. Eric Johnson, not a fan.
Not a fan.
54.8 seconds left. Still a 2-goal lead for the Avs.
I'm feeling better now.
I'm feeling fine about this one. They're going to get some fresh skaters on. I mean, I'm fine with a 4-2. It's exactly the score I said it would be.
Yeah, well, we got to get Berkey's got to come back out here.
I really hope he does. He needs one so bad.
Just give him one, man. Detroit, help us out.
Come on.
Just one time.
Vrana would appreciate it. Him and Berkey are best friends.
Of course they are.
That's so unique, pulling the goalie. You never see that in other sports. I mean, it's just something that we're used to at this point. It's a huge gamble doing that. I mean, if you're already down 1 or 2 goals, I mean, there's really no point in trying to keep going even strength at that point.
Final score doesn't matter.
Yeah. If you can get the tying goal, that's what's important. But yep, Detroit calling a timeout right now. 54.8 seconds to go. They're going to try to draw something up as everyone catches their breath. 4-2 for the Avs. Shots on goal are 32-30. Did they count the Berkey thing as a shot on goal?
I don't think so. It hit the post.
Because I thought we had 29 a second ago. Unless they threw Greiss back in there. I don't think we're at 30.
I mean, I'm not going to complain.
No, I won't either. I'll take 30 shots. All right.
Back
out here.
We're probably going to lose it.
Probably going to lose it because that's just what we do. Apparently, that's our defensive strategy. It'll be Dylan Larkin taking this draw opposite of Mikko Rantanen. Come on, can we win one single draw here ever?
Oh, Jesus
Christ. Never
Christ.
do. Okay, nope, of course not. Fabry has it, 50 seconds to go. Send that one towards the cage. Dangerous play, broken up and saved by Pavel Francouz on Lucas Raymond, who's having himself a very nice night. Just hasn't been able to get on the board.
Oh, look at this stat they throw up. You'll see it in a second. Best road team since 2019. Washington, number 1.
Doesn't surprise me. They hate their home fans. Yep, and Colorado number 2 at 663, and Boston at 640. Washington at 702.
That's crazy. Get the puck to Berkey. Landy.
48 seconds left. Puck is down for one more time.
Landy.
Finally winning the faceoff. Landeskog chips it up and out of the zone. He's all alone for the empty net, and he will bury it to put this one away. The Avalanche are going to take it, and a scrum after the whistle as well because no one likes getting scored on. But the Landeskog, with his second of the game, makes it 5-2 into the empty net with 38.2 seconds left. The Avs are going to sweep the Red Wings in the season series and bounce back from their loss to Boston with a win on the road and finish their road trip at 3-1 before heading home to play the Jets.
Take that all day, man.
Every single time. Actually, Landeskog initiated that whole thing saying F you to Hronek. Like, he slashed him right on the hand, too. Landeskog going after Hronek. Hronek hit him right on the hand as he's sending that one towards the empty cage. Hopefully we can get out of here in the final 35 seconds without any major hostilities, without anyone else getting hurt here. Down to the final 30 seconds as everyone at Little Caesars Arena files out for the final time as the Avalanche are going to wind off the rest of the clock here. They're going to put Darren Helm on the ice for the final few seconds of this game. Good night, Jacob. Thank you so much for joining us, as you always do, even though we have to deal with a ton of fake accounts as we usually do from time to time. 10 seconds left in this one, and it'd be kind of poetic to have Darren Helm kind of dribble it out as he almost turns it over for a goal. Yeah. Did he actually turn it over for? Is that one in the net? Oh, boy.
No, I think Frankie may have saved that.
If Frankie made that save, that is an incredible save.
Watch the replay. It literally lodges into his pad. It may be a goal because his legs in the goal. I'll be interested to see if they review it.
Nope, that puck's out of there at that point. At that point, the whistle's blown. So 1.4 seconds to go in this game, and one final draw to do it for this one. Once they eventually decide, are they actually going to review this?
I thought they were. No, they dropped the puck. Game over.
Okay. Puck is down. Baby. Game over. Avalanche win it 5-2 over the Detroit Red Wings. They bounce back from their loss to the Boston Bruins on Monday and get out of Detroit with 2 points. Finish the road trip at 3-1. Pavel Francouz picks up another big win with 32 saves on 34 shots. And again, thank you to everyone who's joined us. Keith, thank you so much for joining us for this one, bud. We appreciate it. See you later, Jacob. We'll see you next time. And thank you so much to you for coming out. And we'll see you for the Vancouver game tomorrow as well. Christian's got a good feeling about that. Jeremy, you're awesome, man. Thank you so much for joining us once again, as you always do. We'll see if we can figure something out for the playoffs, too. And thank you so much for the donation earlier. That means so much to us. We appreciate it. And all these fake accounts are just fans of me, says Jacob. And they'll be back tomorrow. Go Canucks. Again, reminder to everyone, we have the New York Rangers and the Washington Capitals tomorrow with Bob for our live stream tomorrow. We will be back on Saturday for the Avalanche to take on the Golden Knights. And Jeremy, thank you so much for joining us for another stream. We appreciate you coming out time and time again. These live streams are just ton of fun with all you guys. My brain, if you couldn't tell, has been a scrambled egg mess this entire time. We're going to go record our episode once we wrap up here after I go and take a nice breath of fresh air because I feel like I need it. And Davey's still mad.
More, man. We'll knock it out. It's not going to be a late night, which is good.
Yeah, for once, it's not going to be super late. We'll figure it all out in the end. But thank you so much to everyone who's joined us for this one. Again, we'll be back on Saturday for another live stream as the Avalanche take on the Golden Knights. If you like what we're doing here at the Hockey Podcast Network, feel free to subscribe. Again, watchalongs pretty much every single day. Promo code THPN at DraftKings and DraftKings Sportsbook for access to exclusive offers. If you want more of us, You can hear us at the Tell It Avs It Is podcast on the Hockey Podcast Network. Recording our new episode in just a couple minutes. We'll be out early. By the time you wake up tomorrow, a new episode will be out. We got our last episode talking about our game against Buffalo, and episodes every Monday and Thursday. But again, thank you so much to everyone for joining us. Christian, if you want to take us out.
Yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you follow us. Griffin is at GYoungsNHL on Twitter. I am at Christian_Bolle, B as in boy, OLLE. And you can follow our show at Tell It Avs It Is. But thank you again for everyone watching us, and we really appreciate it.
Yep. As Christian said, thank you so much to everyone who's joined us for the stream. Hope to see you at Tell It Avs It Is. And if not, we'll see you Saturday for another stream, or see you tomorrow with the Rangers and the Caps. But thank you so much for joining us. We'll catch you all next time. Enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your week. I'm in the wrong page.
Oh, I got you here.